The goddess of magic is missing. Her champions banished. Trapped. Powerless. They must become worthy.
Hello everyone, welcome to Unbound. This is our original 5th edition D&D campaign that uses adventures from Uncaged Anthology. Uncaged Anthology is a collection of myth and folklore themed modules that subvert tropes around mythological beings and creatures that are women. We are also featuring the Scholar class by Benjamin Huffman, both of which are available for purchase on the DM's Guild. Shout out to our Patreons, shout out to everyone in chat. Thank you so much for that hype train. Y'all are so heckin' sweet. Thank you so much. Please enjoy your corgi emotes if you are one of the lucky people that received a sub, and enjoy ad-free viewing.
Woo!
Woo! Without your support, none of this stuff would be possible, so thank you so much. If you want to know more information about what you get for being a Patreon, you can check out that link in chat. We also have a brand new YouTube. Please check out that link. All of our Unbound episodes will be uploaded there, and the most recent episode was episode 5, which is very special because that's the first episode that Nell shows up. Our sweet baby Nell. Yes. All right. There are ways that you can interact with this game. There are a few different ways you can do so. You can redeem channel points, which you can see like a little chart here on the screen in the middle. That shows all of the blessings that you can grant. With channel points, you can give a blessing, which is an advantage die to any player, including me, and also our guest star, Nick Kibbles, here as well. Every 10 retweets will set off a wild magic surge to a random player, or if you'd like to add an element of fate to the narrative, every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to the player of your choice. We're going to jump right into it and reintroduce our characters. We will start off this week with the Lady May.
Hi, I'm May, and I play Nell. She's a little halfling chef, also now a Twilight cleric, the Hand of Night, Guardian of Nyx.
That sounds so badass, dude.
It does! So fucking cool!
This is kind of sick.
Love it. Thank you. Next we have Giggly.
Hi guys, I'm Giggly. I play Samara. She is a tiefling cleric. She has a little fairy dragon named Blueberry. She has a ruby fish named Finley. She has a bunch of animals and I don't know what to do with them. Yeah, basically. I'm slowly turning into Snow White and I don't know what's happening. So.
Oh my god. Can't wait for you to utilize your army. It's gonna be great.
Just thinking of Snow White and Shrek 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Shrek 2.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
Thank you. Next we have Dungeon Dame.
Hi, I'm Dungeon Dame. Apparently, Giggly and I are wearing very similarly colored shirts. I've noticed with us being on top of each other.
Your hair matches too.
Yeah.
It does. Twinning! I need little yellow bits on my headphones, and then we'd be
Oh
perfect.
yeah.
Oh my god.
I play Alaris. She is a changeling Gloomstalker ranger. She has one pet, and it is Quickfoot the raccoon. She has collected no more animals. Samara collecting them is enough for the moon door.
Yet.
No, I just collect boyfriends and girlfriends.
Okay.
Gotcha. Still an army, just a different kind of army. Excellent. Thank you. Next, we have EJ.
Hi, I'm EJ. I am playing a Dawn who does not have great animal handling, so does not have any pets, has not collected any, but did in fact make their own mechanical little spider, which they call Hexbug. So hopefully, maybe I can get some real life pets with like blood and flesh, maybe.
Meat.
Maybe.
Meat pet.
Excellent. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, our guest star, Nick Kibbles.
Hi, Nick. Nice to see you. I'm playing Simus, the teleporty wizard. Ooh, where is he? Who knows? Is he human or?
That's the sound
Human question mark?
makes. Yup.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's a human.
Just tell us about yourself, where we can find you, what you do.
You can find me over at the Monty Hall. I hang out with Cassie over there, and then Stella's over there sometimes. EJ's over there sometimes. We play games, play D&D. It's fun. It's a good time. You hear it all the time with Cassie, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Speaking of Cassie, Bravo is not here with us today, but you can check out her links there in the chat. She is over at the Monty Hall and also has a Twitter, BRRRRRAVO. Please, follow her if you don't already. And, hold on, let me put on some dramatic music for this.
Oh gosh. We're just kicking it right off.
Oh.
We're just kicking it right off.
Oh no.
Nell, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Simus, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Again.
Up.
Okay. Samara.
Stop.
Okay. Alright, Alaris.
Stop.
Okay.
It hurts.
Again.
What? Oh no. Stop.
Dang, you have a lot of work tonight, Stella.
I do. And Adon.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Alright. Okay. Shit.
I
Alright.
don't like
hold
that.
on.
That wasn't for
Okay.
mine, right? That was
This
for the
one...
others.
No, that was yours.
Okay.
Ruin.
And who do I have to
Oh,
thank
man.
for this wonderful development? Thank you, Father Wraith. There you go. That was mine.
All right, just making sure I got. Oh my god. Okay, wait, there's more. Adon.
Oh, okay. So Ludus was the... Okay, stop. So Ludus was the bad one. I'll keep that in mind. I won't
Okay.
forget.
And also Simus, one more.
Damn.
I'm running out of cards.
Goodbye, Simus.
Oh, jeez. Okay, hold on.
Nice knowing you.
Do we get to
Can we
keep all
just have, like-
Simus's cool shit when he's not in the game?
Oh.
Can
we
we just
gotta-
have like one session where you take all the bad cards out in the beginning and we just pull from the nice happy
We
deck?
gotta pull a Vexalia and steal his stuff.
Oh my god. It's
Steal
like,
the room.
aww,
Aww.
aww,
Now
aww.
Stella's gonna kill Simus, bro.
Yeah, man. It sucks
Don't
that
be there.
sucks that your party did that to you.
I didn't
Yeah.
do anything.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh god.
I am in danger.
I'm in danger.
Thank you so much, everyone. Wow, my desk is full, and this is going to be very, very chaotic. We're going to start off by fading the screen to black. Start with some time ago. It is dusk. The sounds of the circus fade behind him as Grot wills himself forward through the dark alleys of Waterdeep, seeking escape. He weaves between two wagons as he pushes through the eastern gate and flees into the forest. His footfalls are heavy, clumsy, and desperate. His side is hot and wet where he grips the leather of his armor. He can smell his own blood. Exhaustion blurs time and effort. He loses track how long and how far he's run, but eventually his body gives in, and he tastes dirt as he collapses to the soft earth. His next few memories are scattered. Though his eyes are wrenched open and he had seen the face of his assailant once they finally caught up to him, all he would remember is a face of shadows and red-hot pain. The sundering of his soul and the strength of him stolen away as the meat and bone of his body surrendered to some undeniable force. Broken, but not quite undone, he could do nothing but lie there as his head rolled to the side and he watched the person walk away, his very heart curled in their claw. Darkness swallowed him. Then there was a voice, like a rustling of leaves, the quiet lilt of a lonely bird, warm, like a soft summer breeze against the side of his face. Wooden arms slid around him in a careful embrace and carried him away. Then there was nothing but glass. Walls and floors of dark silver, roiling black smoke that obscured everything around him. At first, there had been panic as he frantically worked his way through the labyrinth, hearing distant and somewhat familiar voices, catching the barest whiffs of flowers and perfumed hair. They were always out of reach, and no matter how many corners he rounded or halls he paced, he was lost. Panic eventually passed, and, aimlessly, without spirit, he wandered the realm of glass. The scene fades to black again. And we see a familiar place now, as it comes back into focus. It's the moon door. We are in a pocket dimension, a sanctuary, somewhere that we are safe, somewhere that belongs to us, that we have built up and made our own. And here we see Dawn and Simus. The others have gone through a portal. I can't remember. Okay, they went into a portal and they're gone. And for some time, Simus and Adon have been assisting Calypsa, the Dryad, in trying to fix these cradles. We see a montage of Simus giving technical instructions, utilizing the various tools that he brought with him. Calypsa casting a spell or two, Adon adding in their own machinations and tools into the mix. And after some time, Calypsa says, "I must gather some extra herbs from the nearby forest. Please do not leave the cradles unattended while I am gone. I will be as quick as I can." She rushes off with a basket. And so, in this moment, Adon and Simus, you are alone.
Adon looks kind of annoyed. Like, what does she think herbs can do that a good, nice mechanical beating heart can't? I said we should just put one in.
Well, herbs
Make
have a
one.
lot. I mean, you may be right in your assertions of the heart, but herbs have a lot of magical and a lot of medicinal effects that they can provide that some mechanics can't. At least that's what Caliban always used to say.
Oh, that's what the carpet menagerie used to say. I understand. That makes sense. It's taking a lot longer than 10 minutes, and I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna fiddle around with the cradle a little unsupervised. I'm just kind of messing with her work, I guess.
Excellent. Simus, so in addition to portal magic, Calibor, this mighty wizard, this champion of artifice that serves the god Hephaestus, taught you how to empower your spells by transferring arcane energy from magic items. Kind of like how you did with the Rod of Ruling to escape that strange time lapse that we had experienced. And while you're working alongside Adon, using your tools, you accidentally bump hands with them.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
So,
I turned and bumped my notebook. It's okay.
You work a lot on these sorts of contraptions, huh?
I work a lot. Nothing like this quite before. You know, I've never had a missing heart. I usually kind of make And then like I have my mechanical spider kind of peek out of my bag. I usually make little guys like this.
Oh.
You know, I work on a lot of like combat utility for the most part. I like to make some of my friends are a little bit harder to hit. You know, I don't really work on the healing kind of things. I've never had to deal with a missing heart, but those are popping up more and more often. So I think I should get used to it, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, these sorts of machinations can have a lot of utility in these sorts of instances, even outside of combat.
Right? More than herbs. Sorry. Have you ever dealt with a missing heart before?
Me, only in theory, really. I've never actually practiced this before, but it seems to be working enough, I think.
Enough is what we're looking for, I guess. So what do you don't work with machines, do you? You work with more of like the unseen kind of magic stuff.
Well, in part, I mean, when I was at the tower, I had a lot of sort of responsibilities outside of my training, but most of my training involved magic within machinations and items, or even in mechanical things.
I'm gonna pull out one of the half-made inventions from the mantle of Calibor's tower. Did you make this? Were you making this? I didn't steal it. It was on the floor. It's not stealing if it's on the floor. Samara told me that.
I'm not sure how true that is, but I was.
She told me.
I was working on it in part, I suppose. It's just a pet project, really, nothing special, but
it's really neat, and I picked up some of the books as well. I did. It's very fun stuff. They were also on the floor, so no need to worry about theft.
Right.
I have a quick question. As the two characters are exchanging this conversation, are you looking at each other?
I don't know if he's looking at me or not, because I have my nose in my notebook.
Okay.
Yeah, Simon would be like glancing and then probably working on the
very purposefully not looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Simus, every time that you look at a dawn, you just feel this really strange sensation. You can't quite put your finger on it. It's as if something's trying to grab your attention, and you just feel yourself get distracted every once in a while. And you look over in the direction of Adon's workshop. And you don't even, really register that you're doing it. It just keeps happening. You keep looking that way.
Yeah, I mean, since you have my project here, I'd be I'd be happy to show you how it works.
Really? Because I haven't messed with your work at all. I didn't take it apart or anything. Well, I took it apart, but then I put it back together exactly the way it was. But I couldn't quite figure it out. Can you please show me?
Yeah, I mean, I could show you in theory.
Thing. In theory? Okay.
You finally
Maybe I
look
could put
up.
it in practice. I do look up. Yeah.
Okay. So when you look up at Simus, you, the weird, possesses the second sight. You see something. Simus, you're totally unaware of this happening. You see that there are spirits. They slowly fade into manifestation as they draw close. They start from nothing, and they just gradually, atom by atom, begin to coalesce. And they are drawn to Simus. And you see them hovering their ghostly hands over Simus's back, and they're poking something. You hear their voices.
You shouldn't be here. He died. He died. He died. How is he here?
Just hear these very faint voices.
And well, at least that's how it would work if I had the right components to add to it.
If you had the right components, I can get you the right components. I have just one really quick question. Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention before. So you are alive. Can we confirm that? Do you believe that you are alive?
I mean, yeah.
And
yes?
have you always been alive? This is the big question. You are currently alive. We've confirmed that. Have you always been like this?
I mean, I I'm going to assume so. I mean, I've never really thought about it in sort of an existential matter.
This is not a philosophical question. This is as a like, hey, did your heart stop kind of situation.
I don't think so.
Do you mind if I, and then I will kind of like get behind him and like look at his back?
Oh.
Like, just kind of like, is there anything weird? I didn't take his shirt off. I didn't take his shirt off. I'm just kind of like poking at his back, I guess.
Okay. Simus, you have this strange stone embedded in your back. You were probably very self-conscious of it, or at least aware of it being there, right? Because it does occasionally cause you great pain.
Yeah.
Inexplicably, yeah. So what does Simus look like as the Dawn's trying to like look at your back?
So you're sure you didn't die?
Nope.
There's nothing back here?
I don't think so. Well, I mean, I can tell you more about this project I've been working on. It's really quite interesting if you really get into sort of the philosophical,
I'm a little bit past the project right now. We can come back to that later. I think we could circle back. We can definitely circle back.
It might be really interesting. You might learn something from
Simus, I'm going to be completely honest with you. There are spirits. They are telling me that you are dead. This is a normal thing for me. Do not be concerned.
Spirits are telling you that what?
That you were dead. Do you want to talk to them?
Talk to who? What are you talking?
Take my hands.
I thought we were talking about my project.
Take my hands. And I'll hold my hands out.
He gingerly takes her hands.
When you take a Dawn's hands, what does a Dawn's hands feel like?
So, Earth Genasi, but I'm also nervous and sweaty because, first of all, I'm obviously kind of nervous in this situation, and second of all, there are also spirits, and I think he's dead. So they kind of feel like mud. It's a little muddy. It's a little muddy, a little uncomfortable. And then when he takes my hands, I'm going to cast the commune. Where is that?
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Your second sight?
Yeah, my second sight.
Okay. So all of a sudden,
close your eyes.
Okay.
All of a sudden, you are transported into another realm. All around you, there is nothing. It is just darkness all around you. But you realize that you're sitting down, and it's almost as if you're sitting in an inch of water, and it is inky black. And in front of you is the Dawn, and only the two of you exist here.
It's okay. They'll show up in a minute. Just stay calm.
Right. Yep. I'm totally calm.
Then, slowly, something begins to manifest behind a Dawn. You see what appears to be... Okay, that's way too... That's way too wrong music.
Oh no.
That was way too intense.
I'm in danger.
No, you see this skeletal face slowly coming out of the shadows, but it almost seems as if a very thin, threadbare cloth is dragged across them, so you can't really see any features. You can see the bone.
Adon, there's something terrifying behind you, Adon.
No, he's
What do
nice.
I do?
They're nice.
Ask your question.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Mr. Spirit, sir. My question today is, has this man in front of me, has he died before?
As you see this spirit, Simus, you just feel all the hairs on your arms, the back of your neck, just they rise. There's just this electric static that just goes through you. It is so uncomfortable to behold this thing, and you hear a voice.
Yes.
And then the spirit begins to fade away and vanish again.
So, did you... Okay. Avalon has been telling me I need to be a little bit more conscious about other people's feelings. Are you okay? Yeah? You're okay? Okay, so... So you didn't know that you died. This is really interesting.
I
Okay.
guess.
Do you mind if I run a quick physical?
I I suppose why not?
Adon's gonna do all the things that you do to make sure someone's alive. So like check their pulse, make sure they're breathing, kind of like do the eye dilating thing.
Okay. As you do, Simus, being here in this realm is so weird, and this experience has been very, very strange the minute that you met these people. And, you know, you're actually feeling like, hey, maybe I can do this, maybe I'm growing into myself. I'm finally seeing more than just this pompous manor that I grew up in. I'm seeing more than this tower that I was stuck in for who knows how long with this stuffy wizard. You have drawn the star card. You immediately get to increase one of your ability scores by 2, cannot exceed 24.
Whoa. Cannot exceed 24.
Yeah. So you choose one
Dang.
ability score and you add +2 to it immediately.
Wow.
As you get this
Sweet.
physical.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
dope.
So as you're checking for signs, everything just points to Simus being a living, breathing human being. Do you cast any spells, or is it just like medical?
It's just medical. I mean, like I flip down one of the lenses of my goggles, and I have like bright glowing eyes as I give him this physical, so it's kind of intimidating, I guess. But no magic.
Yeah. Medically, Simus is a human.
Okay. So you are
what's the
alive
diagnosis, Doc? I'm okay.
currently alive. You're able to speak. There you go. But so you say you're not 200 years old. Is that correct? That's what we.
I'm
said
gonna go with yes,
Okay. Okay.
but it seems like I'm quickly realizing there's something going on here.
Oh no, you were definitely dead.
Yeah, but I don't remember that.
I'm
And
gonna
I don't
say
feel that.
at this moment is when you come out of your trance and your second sight is off now. And when you do, Adon, all your clothes
God.
melt off. You have drawn the ruin card.
Perfect.
So with the ruin card, with the ruin card, anything that is not magical that is on your person just turns into ash.
You're
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we say that we split the money when we got back and not at this point so she doesn't lose her gold from the last session?
Absolutely, because
Okay.
you are not back yet. Yep.
I would have
Perfect.
lost all of it twice. So I am currently only wearing the cloak of the manta ray.
Well, I don't feel like I'm. Oh, Dawn, please. What is this?
I'm like really close in his eye right now, still dilating his pupils. Oh, like
Simus falls backwards. It's like
yeah,
okay.
This happened to Nell. This happened to Calabar, right? Yeah, he was naked. Anyways, sorry. about
Yes, that seems to be.
I'm just gonna tie this up real quick, and then I'll tie my cloak to
Yeah.
the side because I'm not done with the physical yet. I'm just gonna.
Are you sure you don't want to?
You know, it's okay. It's
Okay.
It's dirt. It's mud. It's fine. This is far more important, my friend, because you did actually at one point perish.
I mean,
And I can't imagine that most people remember this. You don't remember taking like a little trip to the underworld? It's kind of like a dark green place, kind of like
not
moist.
not really. No.
Iron bars, lots of chains.
Nope.
Okay. And Calor, you never knew him to be a necromancer kind of sort, right? He was an artificer.
No, not.
He's a champion of artifice. That's what it was.
Dawn.
Usually.
You notice that Simus keeps stealing glances over towards the direction of your workshop, and he doesn't seem to realize he's doing it.
Why don't you? I took some of the books from. I borrowed some of the books from the tower before it did collapse. Why don't you come with me real quick and we'll take a look. See if we can have any information on why you are alive. Not that it's a bad thing that you're alive. It's not a bad thing that you're alive. I'm wondering why.
Well, I mean,
Because some people should be dead, you know, and they aren't. Not saying that you
Okay.
should be dead. I'm just saying that like it's a possibility. Why don't we come
Right. Yeah. I'll do that.
and then we'll head over to my workshop, I suppose.
As you get closer to your workshop, Simus, you feel a pull. You feel an instinct to go towards where Adon has Braxia's clouded stone. Where do you have that stashed away, Adon?
I just have it like there's like piles of scrap metal, and it's kind of just like sitting in one of those filthy piles.
So there's this stone. It's almost gray, smoky black, and it's almost as if it's made out of crystal. And you are compelled to reach for it, touch it. You're able to resist this if you want. Something in you just makes you want to reach out for it.
And Adon, what is this?
Why? Do you like it?
It seems very,
And why did this in particular catch your eye?
well, I don't.
Adon is getting like visibly excited over this realization.
What? What? Can you explain to me what this is, please? What is happening here? What are you trying to pull?
I'm not trying to pull anything. I'm just okay. So this okay. This is a stone from the underworld. I briefly visited the underworld. I was down there, and then I was not anymore.
So then, have you died
and
too?
I didn't die. I was more like a kind of like a hostage situation. I met a friend. My friend helped me out. It was very fun. It wasn't fun. It was.
Oh.
It's okay. But I did take the souvenir. No, I didn't take the souvenir. This was already here. Oh yeah, I was given this. But this is a stone from the underworld.
Huh.
You don't happen to have any sort of connection to this at all? I know you don't remember, but...
Do I?
You pick it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
the
I hold it in my hand.
yeah.
The second it touches your hand, the stone in your back, begins to feel icy cold. You can feel like a
Oh.
reaction. It's cold in your hand, and it's cold back there. And Adon, you can see it starting to swirl with green flame on the inside.
This is so
Oh,
interesting.
I dropped it back on the pile. Oh.
Hey. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm gonna touch it again. Does it happen again?
The same thing happens again.
Okay. I seem to have some sort of reaction with it.
Okay. Emotional, physical,
Both?
spiritual, philosophical?
All of the above. It's very cold. Do you not feel that sensation when you touch it?
No,
It's a
I
very
have not
cold
died.
stone? No?
No, I have not died. So I don't think I would have
Thank
a
you.
deep connection to the underworld. Sorry, this is a surprise. You need a minute to process. Do you mind while you process if I can run some experiments with this stone?
What sort of experiments?
Oh, I just want to take a look at, it seemed like you were like really like recoiling like from the back area. And that's where the spirits were pointing. And I kind of just want to get a closer look at what's the situation here.
All right.
If it hurts, you can tell me.
I appreciate that. I think I ought to, at this point, I have a thing in my back,
Okay.
and sometimes it hurts, and most of the time,
How did you get this thing?
You don't know.
I don't quite remember. It's just kind of been there.
You'd think you would remember something like that. Huh.
You think it would have... Okay, I'm going through sort of a traumatic experience here.
Sorry. Insensitive. I realize that.
I
will
think
be back.
as Adon and Simus kind of like deliberate and wonder about this, you see the screen fade to black and some time passes. You investigate, you continue working on the cradle, and eventually, a portal appears. Samara, Avalon, Alaris, and Nell, you step through and you return. And we'll say that that's the time that Fiona comes up to you, Nell, and says, "Oh, I found something in the kitchen," and gives you the alchemy jug. Samara, when you get back through the portal, you don't feel very well. You feel something like a headache come on, and in that moment, you lose a memory. You have drawn the Fool card.
Oh no.
So you get to choose a memory that you just don't remember anymore.
Oh no.
I'll give you some time to think about that. Alaris, though. You have just finished an adventure. You have returned. You see Adon and Simus currently working over there on the cradles. What are you wishing for right now?
Oh, jeebs. Give me a sec.
Okay, okay. Got some powerful cards. All right. Nell, you have been given the alchemy jug, and you've just returned. Begin to head over towards the kitchen. Drew a Talon card. You get to break a magic item immediately.
What do I have on me? I don't want to drop the jug.
Here is this jug that I procured for you. Oh,
She just gave it to me.
Yeah, the question about the crash.
You want a minute to think?
She's gonna accidentally catch her cloak of the bat on something, and it's gonna rip.
Okay.
And it was that key thread that just dismantles it completely.
Yeah, it doesn't happen suddenly. It actually takes about 10 minutes for this cloak to just unweave. It catches like on the corner of the table as you're going around the kitchen. You can see that Fiona has made quite a bit of a mess of it, and it's in some disarray. And so we just see like this little tiny like thread sort of unravel as Nell's moving around the kitchen, doesn't notice. And eventually the cloak is like only half as long as it was. And then the magic in it just no longer seems to work. That music was very ominous for a long time. I'm sorry. So Alaris, Fiona comes up to you and you can see that she has a backpack on. And she says, "Miss Alaris, can you please open the moon door for me so I may go collect some supplies in Waterdeep? I only need 8 hours, so please open it back up in 4.
Can't I only open it once per day?
No, so while you're in the moon door, you can open it as many times as you want.
Oh, glorious. Okay. Yeah, no problem, Fiona. Do you need somebody to go with you, or?
Perhaps Avalon would like to come with me.
A good idea. I think she could use some relaxing time.
Thank you, and we'll...
Oh, before she does, hang on. We have to introduce her to our Furbolg friend.
Oh, yes. So you introduce Day. I actually made a token for him and everything. All right. Let's see. There's a map, everyone. All right. So all of you are here. Well, y'all kind of separate, but so you see Day is this very young, youthful appearing Furbolg. And he is wringing his hands together. He seems really uncertain. He is wide-eyed as you are all wandering into the moon door, and he seems really apprehensive. Once Fiona comes up, Fiona pulls out a little cupcake out of a pocket and hands it over. Oh, thank you. And he just kind of like awkwardly holds it as he looks around. And he looks helplessly to you, Alaris. He doesn't know what he needs to do or where to go from here.
Day, this is Fiona. She's another friend of ours that we've welcomed into this community. She'll be able to help you out once she gets back, get you all settled in.
Oh, okay. I suppose I'll just sit over there for now.
Yeah, I think Alaris will plunk him in the kitchen.
Yep, that's right. So he ends up sitting in between two of the very hot dryads, and he's just like blushing as he's quietly eating his little muffin cupcake there.
Forgot about our fur bug. Also, I know what I would wish for now.
Right. So you open the moon door, and you see both Fiona and Avalon go through it. And as that happens, Alaris, what are you wishing for?
Alaris is wishing for the way to get the last key. She wants to know what they have to do to get it.
Okay. As you wish this, you happen to be looking over towards the cradles where Dawn and Simus are working. And you see just the way that the fabric of his shirt pulls. You see the outline of the stone in his back. You're like, oh, there's something there, concealed underneath his shirt. Perhaps, like, it flares up for just a brief moment where you see that green fire.
That's suspicious.
You want to head over there?
Yeah,
Okay.
Alaris will kind of boop, boop, boop.
So as Alaris heads over there, Samara.
I think Samara will probably lose the memory of knowing that Grot and Mathea were together.
Oh no!
Okay. I like it.
Okay, Mathea's a bitch anyway, so.
Yeah.
That's gonna create so much chaos.
I know!
All right, Samara. Yeah, so you just have this like migraine, and for some reason, you know the perfect way to get rid of this migraine. Thank you so much, everyone, for the retweets. We have hit our wild magic surge. Samara, you are the victim for this wild magic surge. You, for the next minute, must shout when you speak.
Very
Hell
similar.
yeah.
Very similar.
Hell yeah!
All right, so you see Alaris move off over towards Adon and Simus. You see Nell romping around in the kitchen with half a cloak on.
Is it Dawn mostly naked?
I am only wearing a cloak. I don't have any other clothes.
Okay, Alaris is going to be very confused once she makes it over there.
Hi, Alaris. How did your
Oh, you're back.
did you get?
Am
what you
I?
left
Am I interrupting something, or?
for? Well, no, we're still waiting for.
Well, there
Chloe
was-
to get back.
I mean, a lot has happened since you've been gone, but
Oh yeah. Do you want to tell her? Should I tell?
Oh,
don't
what do
know
you
if
want to
this
tell
is-
me? Are you guys like are you?
What?
He was
Are you guys
dead.
together?
I
Right now, yeah. Right now.
yeah,
Well,
I
was.
died.
Yeah, I was looking at his back because he died.
It's been such a. This place is so bizarre.
It's been so fun.
I miss the
He has a
tower.
rock in his back.
So did you lose your clothes while you were looking at his back, or
a
like why are
completely
you
separate
naked?
thing. That was a. I don't really know. It just
right.
they just kind of disappeared. I didn't have any extra, so I was waiting for Avalon to come back because I know that she has a trunk of my clothes, but I don't know where.
Well, she just left with Fiona, so she's gonna be gone for 4 hours.
Do you have? Okay, well, Do you have anything?
Do you want some of my clothes?
They will get dusty. Just.
I have some extra clothes. I'm just holding up the clothes.
Samara, why are you so loud?
I don't know.
Oh,
Sorry.
right. Samara
That's
is wearing
the bit
clothes.
that we're doing. And I go,
Samara
"Thank
is
you."
wearing really, really fancy clothes that were clearly not hers before.
Hey.
Yeah, just so you know, if you give me fancy clothes like that, I will get them dirty. Not on purpose. It just tends to happen.
They're from dead people
It's
anyways.
okay, they belong to cultists. It's fine.
Okay. And then I'll go out around back and change into these fancy dead people clothes, I guess.
I love how Dawn doesn't question it. She's like, cool.
Simus, what is on your back?
We don't know.
I
I'm
know.
learning so many things right now that I cannot even fathom what is happening. I feel like I am a leaf being blown in this cosmic whirlpool.
While you're talking, Alaris is also now looking at your back, like trying to see the rock in the back.
I
It's
walk
just
up,
much
I'm still
simpler
like
when I was
buttoning
in
my
my tower.
pants and stuff. Like, no, not a leaf, just a corpse walking.
A corpse. I'm a corpse.
Is that the wrong thing to
So
say?
Nell, while you're in the kitchen, you can hear that everyone has gathered over here. Do you want to move over that way too?
So it's kind of like, is there something that I should be cooking for corpses? Do you have a different diet?
Yes.
Everybody keep calling me
High in
that.
iron, high in potassium. Maybe a banana.
Mmm,
Banana and ham? Banana and
interesting
ham.
combination.
Banana
I
ham
can-
muffins.
Mm. Well, I can bring some banana muffins and a ham sandwich.
That's better. Do that.
This sounds
That's much better.
very good.
I might take just the banana and just the ham. You don't have to prepare it or anything. Oh wait, I'm not a corpse. Whatever you want.
Oh, no.
I'll bring one for every, and she'll like make up sandwiches and grab a bunch of bananas
Oh my god.
and walk over.
Excellent. So as everyone is gathering here around the cradles, you can see that with Adon and Simus's work that the cradles seem to be restored. You can see that Katla appears to be stable. And when you look at Grot, you see that he no longer has that literal hole in his chest anymore. It seems to have healed over. But he is still unconscious.
Can I poke him in
Nice.
his cheek?
You poke
didn't
him in
do
his
that.
cheek.
Just a gentle poke, not like a.
Nothing
Why does
happens.
everyone keep touching his face?
No, it's kind of soft. I don't know. It's kind of soft. I'll
You
pull
don't
my.
need to yell at him. It's not going to wake him up.
It's like when you pull the
I
microphone
already
away.
tried
That's what I'm
yelling, it
kind of
doesn't
doing.
wake him
He did have a hole there before, right? There was a hole? I'm not imagining this.
Poke with
Did,
a hole
did you
in-
do something?
Or stop poking him.
I didn't do this. I didn't do this. No, it might have been the herbs. It could have been the herbs. Well, I asked to fill the hole. That was something I tried. I was gonna put something perfectly fine in there, but no, I didn't. She didn't let me do that. So this wasn't me. I'll kind of get up close and I'll give Grot a little slap on the cheek, like, "Yup."
Yeah, so you get up to Grot, this half-orc man. You slap him on the cheek. Nothing happens. He doesn't seem to respond at all. And as you do that,
I'll open his
Calypso...
eye and try to dilate his pupils.
Stop touching him!
You gotta wait for Calypso to return. She seemed like she knew what she was looking for.
As you say that, Calypso does stride up, and she has a number of flowers braided together into stalks in her arms, and she says, "It seems that he has somehow healed, but he is not here. The tether of his body and soul are weak. Something or someone needs to call him back, lead him home. A powerful invocation, a memory, or a gesture. The more emotional it is, the more successful it might be."
So.
So does someone want to come with me, talk to his spirit, or because I don't have? She said something emotional. I don't know if I can do that.
Am I done shouting or am I still shouting?
You're done shouting.
Okay. So do we need to like revive him, like somehow coax his way, like his spirit back to him, or do we need to like go find his spirit? And I don't know. Is it? I just don't know what's happening. My grade's still kind of here, so head hurty.
We can try to call out to his spirit. That's definitely something that we can do. He didn't know me very well. His spirit might not be very attracted to just me. if anybody else wants to hop in, I know Nell, you knew him for a long time. Alaris, you had a relationship of a sort.
Relationship.
You could call it that, yeah, I guess.
Dawn. So you had the second sight. You did use that within the
Yeah,
last.
I would have to wait.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely an option.
Well, Nell definitely has the most recent memories with him. I don't know if that will make a difference. It's been
I can do it twice if you give me 2 days.
It's been a couple years since Grot and I did anything emotional together.
Adon looks kind of repulsed.
Samara's winking. I love it.
Well, I mean, Simus, you have been dead, so maybe you can relate to him on that aspect.
Oh, speaking of Simus, I think your rock has a way for us to get to the last key.
It has a way for you to go. He's got like a muffin in one hand and a sandwich in the other hand. This was a good call.
Thank you. Iron, potassium. There you go. And to lose a lot of those.
You're a
body
corpse,
decay.
apparently.
Not that your body's decaying or anything. It's a perfectly fine body. I'm just saying that it. Never mind.
Alaris will look at Adon like,
He has a rock in his back. I'm just trying to help.
you were naked just like 10 minutes ago with him.
I forgot.
How does one forget they're naked?
I had other things to focus on.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah,
Like his fine body.
Whoa.
I'm just saying that it's perfectly functional.
Yep.
Sure.
There's a lot going on.
Clearly.
Oh, okay. So you're asking about the rock in his back. Is this correct?
Yes.
It has a connection to the Thraxia's rock from the underworld.
Oh, that one that I brought back for you.
The one that you brought back for me. Yes. He would not let me run any of my more intense experiments, so I'm not sure the connection.
Processing.
He was processing. This is no gripe against you at all, Simus. I'm just saying that you were busy processing, and I couldn't run my experiments.
Have you tried touching tips of the rocks, or?
Well, that was the plan. Yeah, but he was processing.
You want to?
Not that it's a bad thing to process things, I think.
You're right, Adon. That's correct.
I'm right.
You're right.
Just let
Good
me know
to
when you're ready
process.
to touch tips of the rocks.
No,
I think
can
we
I?
find it somewhere else, Adon.
I don't understand the
worry.
reference. Sorry.
That's okay. I'll teach you.
Nell, can I get a perception check from Perfect? 19. Nell, you feel your backpack wiggling a little bit.
Like immediately like sits it down and starts opening and moving things around.
Okay. Your backpack wiggles again. You realize it's the egg.
I think the egg's ready.
Laris will immediately, like, run over to where Nell is. She doesn't care about this anymore.
I don't think we need to worry about the egg right now. I think you're still processing, and then I gotta wait for the experiment, you know.
Let me. Once I'm done with my muffin and my sandwich, I think we can proceed. I will.
I'll
deal
wait
with
here.
this later.
I sit right in front of him. I'll just wait here.
You want some of my sandwich?
No, I'm full. Not hungry. Don't like ham.
Okay.
Just gonna eat ham by itself with a banana.
Wait, so are Simus and Adon just sitting there looking at each other while Simus eats a sandwich?
I'm waiting. So maybe
Okay.
just kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You
So
know, I'll look back into the spirits that are around him as well. I am interested.
yeah, as
Maybe
you just see
I'll,
Simon's like eating a
shoo them off.
sandwich. They're still just
Guys.
like poking his back.
Guys, stop touching. It's fine.
Hmm?
He's alive. I'm not talking. Simon's. Hold on.
Please hold.
And you see them like ooh, and they just kind of like drift away and leave Simus alone.
Thank you. Don't come back. Thank you. You're fine now, Simon's. You're fine.
Thanks.
No, you can eat your banana. It's okay. They're gone.
Okay. Just gonna eat my
We'll say Nell is off to the side here. Who is approaching Nell?
Me.
Okay, Alaris and Samara come up, and you watch the egg. It wiggles, wiggles, then there's a crack. Part of it, the shell flies off. You see this tiny foot just jutting out of the egg. Here, from inside the egg.
Okay, but what type of foot is it, Stella? Is it like a paw? Is it like
Is
a
it a
bird
dragon?
foot? Is it like a lizard? Like, what is it?
It's so hard to tell. There's so much mucus and gunk, and then it wiggles again, again, and another crack. There's another foot. So it takes about like 15 minutes for this thing to hatch, and then eventually you see in front of you, covered in all kinds of viscousness, this where's Nell? Very tiny creature. There. It's kind of hard to tell what exactly it is at first. It's a very squat creature. At this point, I will say that it's probably about the size of Nell's head. It's like a small cat, basically. And it has a very hardy exterior. You see these sort of spine-like plates along the back of its head and neck. It barely has a neck at all, and it has this sort of beak-like face, and it has a long tail that ends in a club. None of you have ever seen anything like this before.
Now, what? Have you seen this before? You were in a circus. You see weird things.
It's adorable, if defensive.
I try and pet it
With the
As-
spike.
slowly.
As you do, you see like two little tiny beady black eyes looking up at you, and goes, "Meow," and it tries to bite your fingers.
Oh, that's so cute.
Samara shouts at it.
No biting.
No.
Bite.
You see it trundle over to Nell and just like flops down and exposes its belly, and you see these sort of soft scales along its underbelly.
Aww.
Oh, you need to be cleaned. She's gonna like fish out. There's like tea towels and stuff, and like just start kind of cleaning it off.
Enjoy your baby dinosaur. What do you want to name it?
So
It's a
excited.
Ankylosaurus.
Oh my god! Just Nell riding it as a mount when it's older.
Oh my god.
No. The mischievous laugh.
I'm gonna have to think of a name.
Okay, no sweat. All right. Yeah. I gave you a fucking dinosaur. Enjoy.
I love it.
Fuck yes.
Fucking
get a
dinosaur!
Fucking dinosaur.
God, we do have a zoo.
We're gonna go ahead and say that like some time passes, and the group of you gather around the dinner table here, and you kind of take stock of what's going on. You know that somehow Simus is connected to this Thraxian stone, and that this Thraxian stone has a connection to the underworld. One of the keys in which you are searching for is in the underworld. The last one, you don't know where the whereabouts are, but you know that it used to be with Grot, and one of you had made a wish. But it's up to you if you want to bring that up.
I imagine as like Nell's cooking dinner, it might dawn on her. Because, you know, from the kitchen, she can kind of see towards the cradles. So she's probably just like, you know, stirring stew and like staring at the cradles and like kind of like looking between Katla and Grot, and they're just kind of like, oh. Huh. And she's just kind of like pondering, like, Nyx had anything to do with like her wish, kind of thing.
Definitely get the sense that Nyx is definitely involved with some of these more powerful spells. Like, yeah, she's absolutely responsible for literally anything that you guys wish. So when Alaris wished for a bedroom, yeah, Nyx gave that to you.
They also gave me my full body map tattoo, so...
Nyx is pretty dope, not gonna lie.
I just imagine the tiny dinosaur in like just like chilling, curled up in one of your mixing bowls while you're in the kitchen, just like hanging out with you.
Absolutely.
And
Does
like letting it sniff ingredients to see what it wants.
It tries to eat everything that you put in its face. Reminds you a little bit of you. She kind of like just pats it. And she'll like make sure she just like leaves various bits around it and of food. It has a very like bird-like mouth. It has a very tiny tongue. It's more like a little nub. So it really struggles to get things up off the table, especially because it doesn't really have a neck.
Oh, baby.
It just has a very awkward existence right now. It's very turtle-like. She'll grab like a small like saucer dish and like chop up things like super fine and tiny, like you would cutting up food for a child. Yeah. Oh, vacuumed right up. This creature has a very hearty appetite. Yep. She's gonna like make a note on like a shopping list that I imagine Fiona keeps a tally of, like, nailed to like one of the cupboards, and she's just gonna like times everything by 10. I love it. So as you join the others at the table with the food ready, you are all talking about the keys, and you know that one key is still missing, and you have the dusk key and the dawn key, both of which have not been given a bearer.
Yeah.
Who is in possession of those two keys? Do we know who's holding on to them?
Yes. In fact, I believe one of them is Nell. Nell has the dawn key, and the dusk key, we'll say Alaris has that.
Okay.
So do you think we could just like feed these to anybody, or like so far it's pretty much just been champions we've gotten to eat them?
It kind of needs to stay that way.
Just how many other champions do we know? We know Mathea, and we know Calibor, but he was. I don't know if we want to give him a key.
He was too keen on that last key, I think.
Yeah.
I'm sure Calibor could get a key.
I'm sure he could.
Nice enough.
He clearly
fellow.
Wanted one.
He wanted
I'd trust him
too
with
much.
the key.
Do you think he was nice? Silence, do you think Calibor was nice? I'm not very good with these things, and I know very well that he was not very nice.
He had a certain way of doing things. Sure.
Avalon told me that if you think people are not as smart as you, and you say it to them, that you are not a nice person. This was not a personal experience. This is just something she told me that did not relate to me.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Some of the dryads are fighting in the background.
I
Yeah.
respect that.
Yelling at the fish in the water.
There are so many dryads here, by the way, Simus. Like, there are, like, about 5 dryads and nymphs here, and they're all smoking hot. And they're always, like, wet, because they keep going in and out of the water.
Always moist.
Moist ladies.
Noted.
Let me write that down. Write that down.
All I'm saying, Simus, is that he really wanted that key, and that's usually not a good sign.
I mean, maybe.
Listen, you have been manipulated and degraded by him for however long you were in that tower.
200 years.
Very long time.
Maybe Simus liked it
Listen.
though.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
I
saying.
mean, I don't know
He
if I
was
was
clearly
manipulated.
consenting.
I mean, like, I'm not saying, you know, he might have enjoyed it, but the thing is Calibor is pretty, compared to everybody else, he is very callous.
Sure.
Rough
That's
around the
certainly
edges.
warranted. But I mean, I think maybe you guys are judging him a little too harshly. You didn't know him for too long. If you'd gotten to know him a little bit closer, you might have realized that. I mean, he has a very stern exterior, but
Did Calibor know about
he has
your
his
back?
moments. Hmm.
Did Calibor know about your back?
If he did, he never brought it up to you.
I don't. I'm not sure.
I find it hard to believe that a mage could live with you, especially one as powerful as he, and not know that you were some kind of undead. I think that perhaps he was a little more secretive than you may have thought. Or maybe... I'm not going to make assumptions.
I don't know. I just think you're trying really hard to convince us that he's a good guy, and judging from what we saw, it's kind of up in the air.
One of the dryads, we'll say it's the one named Meg. She leans up against the back of Simus's chair, and like the water's just like dripping from her hair onto your shoulder, and she says, "You know, I've heard that if you say a wizard's name 3 times in a row, it will summon them."
Oh god.
That's wrong.
I don't know if
Who
that's
the fuck named it last time? I don't know.
Adon looks annoyed and goes, "That's not right."
The dryad makes a face at you, and then she just like slinks away.
You live in our home.
You just hear a bloop of water. She just dives into the water.
I don't know. Why don't we try
That is
it?
wrong, right? That's not right, right?
Let's try it. Adon, you should try it for science.
Well,
I'm
listen,
not
listen.
going to be
Okay,
that
do it.
gullible.
Okay, but listen, this is my space, guys.
I
don't-
wasn't gonna let her do it. When we're outside of the
You
window.
can try. It's not right, but you can try if you wanted to.
With that in mind, though, Simus, we can only give keys to people that we trust bringing into this space. And you know, as much as you may trust Calibor, we don't know Calibor, so I'm not comfortable giving him a key, especially with how our last
Yeah.
interaction with him went.
Well, if you can only give keys to mortals, Simus, you wouldn't count as mortal, would you?
I mean,
I've
he
learned
thought he
today
did.
that maybe not. Who knows at this
That's
point?
changed recently.
I mean, we can't
Well,
kill
if
him
we only
twice,
give-
right?
No.
Let's hope not.
And if you do, you bring him back.
No. I don't know. I don't have.
Besides, we need something from the underworld anyways. If you happen to die, go to the underworld, it'd be nice to have a person on the inside. Not saying that this will happen at all. Just saying that if it does.
I'm not even sure what you're positing
I'm
here.
proposing that if we say we give keys to people we trust to enter this space, you would qualify.
When you are in this space already.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Can't get any more dead than you already were.
Well, I can be very more dead than I am now.
That's the spirit.
He could be a spirit later.
What is this key and why would it kill me?
So we see the items be pulled out and they're put on the table. One of them is a ring, a very thick, elaborate ring that used to belong to a noble. And the other is a necklace that bears the symbol of Tyr.
I lean in and go, "You're supposed to eat it."
Yeah, do any of these look appetizing to you?
Do you, what, the
Mine didn't
necklace
taste good, but the other ones tasted good.
They did taste good.
I'm gonna pick up the necklace. I'm gonna hold it towards his nose, be like, give it a whiff.
How
Just
big
do it.
is the ring? Is the ring like a regular sized ring?
Yeah,
or-
it's like a regular size ring, but it is a little chunky.
I guess I'm gonna reach for the ring. This might go down a little easier.
Just smell it first.
Theory, you should be able to chew it, so...
Yeah.
Chew it,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you try to take a bite of it?
Well, like a tentative bite. No, I don't chomp down on it.
Okay. As
Break
soon
all
as
your
your
teeth.
as soon as your teeth touch it, it just sinks through like butter. It's like biting into a cookie. What is Simus's favorite dessert?
Flan.
It tastes like flan.
And we're seeing this?
Yeah, you see it easily. Just
Holy
Bites
shit.
it.
I was right.
Ah.
Just non-mortals. Okay.
Okay, we'll
quite
finish
good,
the
actually.
finish the ring.
Hold
yeah.
up. I'm gonna like
But okay,
try and
but maybe
drag
go
him
stand
towards
over
like
there.
an open area.
And what is that? What does that taste like, Simus? What does
Oh, it tastes like flan. Oh, did you want me to stand over somewhere?
You know,
I'm
where there's
pushing
more
him
space
over towards
there.
there.
Not in the kitchen.
yeah. So you get dragged towards the center of an open space here, and as you do, everyone kind of moves back away from you. You just feel like this really uncomfortable feeling in your gut, like goes like.
Oh,
You get indigestion.
Are you okay?
yeah.
You gonna turn into stars? Fire?
No, I
Fire?
just
Just let him do his
Tornado?
thing.
no, not quite.
Stop
A
Just
giant
let
werewolf.
Stop pestering him.
Tummy ache. Ow.
Giant tummy ache.
Oh, just a tummy.
Oh, is this the ring
Well-
or was this the muffin or what?
That's the
Ow.
ham.
It was the ham.
Try going like this. Try holding your hand like this and rubbing right here.
Mhm.
That might help a little bit. You're not. I don't think you're doing it right. Let me.
It's not
and then
helping.
I'll grab his hand and I'll rub the part of his hand for him. This should help, right?
Kind of helps a little bit.
Okay. I just tried to push my glasses up. I have no glasses on. I'm getting too into character.
Yeah. Eventually the feeling passes. Simus, you feel really energetic. You feel like you've basically
Whoa.
taken an energy drink or a number of alcoholic beverages back to back, whatever you want to associate it with, but you feel good. Other than that, you don't explode into fire or stars or anything.
Wow, this feels good. I feel good. I mean, I feel energetic. I feel big.
Okay.
Could try casting a small spell, maybe.
Sure. All right. He's gonna take out his book, and he's gonna try and cast firebolt.
Cast it away from.
Yeah, maybe towards
Yeah,
the
not towards
water.
anybody or
Yeah,
anything.
towards like the water.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, at the water, away from I guess any dryads.
Okay.
Or fish.
You
They're made of rubies.
cast firebolt. All right. Imagine you went Kamehameha and Super Saiyan. What does this look like as you're like casting like a fireball instead of a firebolt?
So normally what it would look like is he would open his book, and then his book would kind of flash with flame, and then a firebolt would come out, like a little firebolt. I guess this time his book would like explode and like there'd just be like a ball of fire like consuming his book, as like I guess just like a beam of fire shoots out at the water.
Yeah.
And then
as this happens, we see like little particles of light just kind of like they're just sort of ambient here, and you see them all the time. They're like fireflies and stuff. But a few of them kind of like stray into the way of Simus's fireball. It's just torrent of fire just explodes out of his book. Your second card was the gem card. You like crystallize all of these little tiny fireflies, and we just see like literal diamonds just plop, 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 plop into the water.
well, I feel great. Wow, that was
Did you
incredible.
I'm gonna go get those diamonds since he's very obviously not doing it.
Right.
I'm like, that's cool. Dive.
Simus, did you intend to cast a fireball that large? Because that was very
No.
impressive. You
Well, thank you. But it was not intentional.
Simus, these keys, they carry a lot of dormant energy in them.
It seems that
you
way.
Understand? So when we consume them, when we champions consume them, we turn into our primordial forms. You know, I turn into rocks. You know, stars, fire. You know, the usual kind of immortal situation.
Sure. Hysterics aside, I'm following.
Okay. I am a little bit concerned. Maybe you should cast some more spells, because I feel like there might be a little bit of energy built up because you did not take a different form. Maybe, are you feeling that at all? I'm just worried. I don't want you to explode per se.
It's not gonna consume him, is it?
I'm not sure. No, I'm a little.
How am I feeling? Do I still feel like energized, or
Do you have any
do.
gas? You feeling like
Are you
gassy?
growing any flowers out of your hair? That's what happened to you, Nell, when you ate the flower before, right?
That's true. That is how the energy was expelled.
Yeah. Are you growing anything new? And she'll like
Simus, as
lift
you're
up
kind
his
of
arms.
inspecting yourself, you realize the stone in your back, it's growing.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
And you can actually reach it. Do you want to pull it out?
Does it feel like it needs to come out? Like, what is?
Feels like you can pull it out.
I'm
I don't know
gonna
how I feel about that.
grab
I
it.
got diamonds, so I'm feeling a little bit better.
I feel good.
Good.
I guess I'm gonna slowly start to. How does it
Oh, shit.
feel?
Okay.
Oh, shit.
It feels like pulling tension out of your soul. You start to pull and pull, and you realize that it's a staff. And once you pull it free completely, you just have this long staff in front of you. And it seems to be made out of black stone. And at the very head of it is a crystal, and it's identical to the one that is over in Adon's workshop. And you see green flame roiling around inside of it.
That's
I think-
dope.
I
From
think this
the
is
water.
my. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the rock in your back.
Yeah.
Okay, not a rock. Okay.
Did you say Simus now has a hard rod?
And with that, we're going to take a 5-minute break. Make sure you hydrate,
Oh my
grab a
God.
snack, walk around a little bit, walk it off. Oh my god. Okay, for real though, we will be back here in 5 minutes. Hope you're enjoying the show. BRB. All right. So we'll say that about now is the time that Fiona has finished their romp around in Waterdeep. So you know, Alaris, that it's time to open it up. Tell us what it looks like when you cast your...
It probably, honestly, like this probably looks like she's almost like dusting off dust off of a door. Like that's kind of what that flail would look like. So she's like moving reality out of the way of the door to get into the moon door.
I love how you've like applied logic. You've made this work.
I've made it work, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. So you do so, and Fiona seems to be waiting on the other side. Immediately, Fiona steps through. Avalon is back as well. And can I get perception checks from everybody?
Uh-oh.
I don't like that.
No, it's fine.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Okay, 8 from Nell, 15 from Adon, 11 from Samara, 11 from Alaris, and 6 from Simus. Okay, you don't notice anything unusual. Fiona seems to have baskets and baskets of stuff, and she looks very proud as she walks past Nell into the kitchen and says, "I found everything on your shopping list, and I also got a great discount. Our dear Avalon taught me some new negotiation abilities."
Good. You might have to make another trip out in a few days. We have a new addition. And she kind of ushers the dino. I've named them Pinecone.
See Fiona put her hands on her hips and she looks down. What is it?
It came from that egg that I had in my bag, and in those blankets and pillow fort, for a while.
You see Pinecone just little beady eyes just staring up at Fiona and go, "Meow." Just menacing, tail just rearing up, ready to club something.
Friend. Everyone here's friends.
I'm imagining Nell so imagine those really, really chonky cats. You know, when someone tries to pick them up, they just kind of get long. It's like that. Just this long, flat dinosaur as you trying to pull Pinecone away from Fiona. Eventually, Fiona's okay, and goes into the kitchen.
You be nice. Just kind of sits down, pats it, and kind of gets an assortment of toys. It's just various lids and balls of yarn and various trinkets that don't really have a home. She's just gonna pile them around in one area. Not food, just playing.
Can I get an animal handling check from you?
I'm gonna use my nat 20.
Love it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes.
So that is Nell using one of her nat 20s. All right, absolutely. The creature seems to have some kind of intelligence in its eyes as you tell this to it. It's only a couple of hours old, but it ends up playing with the items instead of eating them. And after about 30 minutes, it just is knocked out and sleeping.
She'll tuck it in with a blanket.
Right. So you will all know that it's, you're all tired. Most of you were on an adventure, and Avalon has come back. Avalon did take quite a beating on the adventure, and after moving around with Fiona, you can tell that she's really winded, and she goes straight to her cave, and she takes a long rest. Is there anything that anyone wants to do?
I would like to cast Identify on if Simus lets me. I want to cast Identify on his staff that came out of his back.
Okay.
Sure.
Do you mind
Yeah.
if I take a look at this? I need 1 minute.
Sure. As long as you just fill me in on what you find on my
Can
body
do.
staff. Here you go.
Yep.
So you try to give it to Adon?
Yeah.
So as you try to let go, you find your hand is unable to release the staff. You don't
As
seem to
soon
be
as-
able to willingly give it to another person.
I let go. You will
You
have.
can. I'm.
Yep. You.
You can put it-
Here you. Yep.
I
Here you
will
go.
grab it and I'll pull it.
Yeah. Just.
You can.
Just-
You can
there
give
you
it
go.
to me.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
I just need a minute.
Okay, wait. Stop. Wait. Oh. Ow,
Okay.
ow, wait. Okay. I'm going to drop the staff.
You like
Okay,
open your
now-
hand and then your fingers just like clunk, right? Close again.
Could you identify it while I hold on to it?
Yeah, I can. Is there any? You just don't want to.
Okay.
I'm not gonna break it.
So as you cast Identify, you discover that this is called the Spine of Hades.
Holy crap!
Oh
It-
wow.
It just explodes with magic. You can tell that this is definitely something from the underworld. It's hard to really get a lot of its properties, like to understand what it's for, but you can tell that it's basically like a font of magic. That as you like explain all the intricacies of this to Simus, you realize this is perfect for the arcane transferring of energy that you know how to do. This is basically like a divining rod. This is tapping into your ultimate potential. And you basically have godlike power in your hand. And
this
you
is Wow.
Holy Hecate, you have a real powerful magics on you.
Yeah. Wow. Is there
Well-
I guess, is there anywhere you'd like to go?
No, yeah. Oh, I can do a lot with this. Sorry, I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. We do need to get to the underworld, I believe, for a key. I'm learning to be more in touch with people's emotions. Being in the underworld that won't be a traumatic experience for you. Is this?
I
Seeing as
appreciate.
you were dead at one point.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the concern. That is new. But I think I would quite like to go myself. I have a lot
Of
of
course, it's very
questions.
nice. Yeah, you can meet
Is
a lot
it?
of people down
Is
there.
it?
No, it's not.
Oh, oh. Of course not.
I mean, if you like chains, it's nice. But it's kind of like it's dark. It
Never
smells
been too
a little
fond.
weird.
Yeah. Well.
I think I could. So, okay, the way you did the teleportation circle, the way you did the portal for getting into that desert.
Mhm.
I have the Thraxian crystal. Okay, this is good. Do you need a rest before we make this happen, or can I tell the others?
I feel like 120%.
Just a hypothetical question: if you were to not have this rod, could you still cast spells, or is this like your
I don't know.
channeling?
I mean, now that I think about it, I guess I've always had this.
Okay, it was an off-topic question. I was just curious. This was my own curiosity. I'll go get the others.
Yeah.
I suppose this happened like more towards the end of the rest, I guess. Then.
Yeah.
Just like wakes
happens-
all of us
Yeah.
up.
This
It's time to
happens
go
at
to
an
the underworld.
opportune moment.
It's time to literally die.
Guys, we've been sleeping for 10 minutes. It's time. Go.
It's time
Yeah,
to
as
go
you
visit
go
Satan.
around, you can tell that everyone is really tired. That Simus might be ready to go, but not everybody else is.
I hate it when this happens. Usually it takes them a few hours. I suppose.
Are you not tired or?
Am I? Let me check. A little, I guess. I haven't really slept in maybe. What's this? 2.5 days. Actually, I will take a quick power nap and then we can get going in a few hours. I guess I gotta get some work done.
Polaris, Where are you in the moon door?
She's probably in her tent. Something she would like to learn just before we do this. She'd like to learn how to make her own arrows because she's been doing that a lot lately. If that's
Okay.
something that we can
Yeah.
potentially do.
Actually, you have been working with Keela. Keela has been teaching you how to do this. She is the champion of hunting. She is an absolute expert at this. So we'll say that your tent flaps are open, that the two of you are in there, and she's helping you whittle some of these. And she looks over at you, and this is like stuff that you've been doing in downtime. You know, you're quite dexterous. You're doing quite a good job with this.
Thank you. I'd sure hope I'm dexterous. That's my main stat.
You seem like a natural. You know, you should go hunting with me sometime. Have you ever shot a bow?
She'll pull out her bow and be like, yes, that's why we're making arrows for my bow.
I'm sorry. I meant at a competition.
Oh. No, I can't say that I've ever competed against somebody with bowmanship.
Do you want to try against me?
Well, I suppose I could go easy on you.
No. Let's put a wager to it. If you win, I will give you this. And she pulls something out of her pocket. No, she's wearing it. She pulls a ring off of her finger. And you can see that it appears to be little octopus arms that are just like wrapped around each other. And it is purple. And it seems to have little tiny lavender pearls on it. It says, "This is a magical item that I found at the bottom of the ocean during one of my grand expeditions. It is magic." What would you like to put up to your wager?
I have any magical spare weapons on me. You know what? She
It doesn't
is
have to
going-
be a magical weapon or anything.
Hmm.
I have a potion, a magical potion, if you want to borrow it.
I want to borrow it.
I
What
don't
does
really
it do?
Let's see. I got 2 of them. Where'd it go? I have a potion that can cure petrification and a potion for spider climb.
And if you want to be creative with your wager, that's acceptable too.
Tell me what it is you most truly desire, and the next time I pull a wish card, that wish is yours.
Done. And then so we see a little montage of Alaris and Keela getting set up. All right, let's do some real quick little tests here. Go ahead and roll me your bow. And roll it 3 times.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Nice.
We will... Hold on. Okay.
I was like, dear Lord, how did she roll a 56?
No. Right. 28.
Insane stats.
Okay. So you're pretty even. So you rolled a 24, 19, and a 26. She rolled a 28, a 25, and a 19. So it's pretty close. She's slightly better than you. So we see this little montage of the 2 of them taking turns shooting at these dummies. They happen to both be shooting at the... Wait, the Avalon one isn't there anymore. There's one that looks like
Grot one.
Grot. No, they're not gonna shoot the one that looks like Nell. No one...
I thought they made it look like a
Smaller
little
target, more difficult.
Oh, is it a little Avalon? Okay, it's now...
It's like a Nell size Avalon.
Yeah, someone has vandalized it. It is now a Nell-sized Avalon. So the two of you kind of like take turns shooting at it, and she's slightly better at you. At the end, she says, "You know what? I think you deserve this. You kept toe-to-toe with me, and I'm the champion of hunting. This is my domain. I'm quite proud of you. Here, take this." She gives you the ring. You drew the key card, which is a rare or rarer item, and I'm going to choose this item for you. You get a ring of telekinesis.
Ooh, what is that?
Nice.
Ring of telekinesis. While wearing this ring, you can cast telekinesis spell at will, but you can only target objects that aren't being worn or carried.
Cool.
Okay.
That in.
Yeah. Okay. The camera pans over to Nell. Nell, what would you like to do?
How heavy is Pinecone right now?
How much does Kiki weigh? Yes. That much.
That much. Kiki
12
is how much they weigh.
or 13 pounds.
Okay, Pinecone weighs 1.5 Kikis.
She's gonna
Oh, I can
gather
hear
up.
the purring.
Oh.
Yeah, Nell's gonna gather up Pinecone, who's purring, and waddle their way over to Grot's cradle.
Okay. As you come up, you can see that no one else seems to be around the cradles right now. You see Grot laying there. There is a crown of flowers around his head that you had put down, and it seems that new herbs have been applied to any of his wounds. He seems to be in perfect health now. You can see that a lot of the scars have healed over, and that gaping wound that was in his chest is just gone now. But he's still asleep.
She's gonna prop up Pinecone to kind of like position Pinecone as Little Spoon.
Pinecone looks really confused. Just completely like stock still. You know how like cats get really uncomfortable and they just like bristle? Pinecone is like that and just watching you with pleading eyes. Not sure what's going on.
Well, it's fine. Nap spot. Nap. Sleep. She's kind of like just petting and she's kind of like whisper to Grot. Remember all the fun animals at the circus? It's got a new one. It's Pinecone. Don't know what it is yet.
Okay. No. As you spend some time here and you're talking to Grot, he does not respond whatsoever. And you recall what Calypsa had said earlier, that a powerful invocation, a memory or a gesture, the more emotional it is, the more successful it might be.
Her life is flashing before her eyes, trying to figure out what could be the most emotional moment.
Well, as you're kind of like playing over all these memories in your mind, you see the perpetual moonlight of the moon door just kind of basking in this soft glow over you. And maybe it's just the recent splash of the nymphs in and out of the water. Just everything just seems really dewy. He looks so serene with his handsome face.
Like a little like tear like kind of like slides out as like her like eyes well up. She's like, I hope Nyx is taking very good care of you. Because I would like to wander fields again. Like when you found me and I ate that flower. I'll have to tell you about what happened to the flower. That's quite the adventure. But like my whole life changed. when you found me in the fields. And then every time we would stop and set up camp, we'd at least, walk around and we'd pick flowers. I feel like you're just like amusing me most of the time, but it was nice to have a friend and company that you would spend time with me, when not because, I made breakfast and pies and stuff. And
Roll me a persuasion check.
nat 20.
Okay. All
I've got them
right.
to spare.
You do. You have so many. All right. Nell uses a nat 20. His arm moves and it wraps around Pinecone.
It was kind of like, she's kind of like, nice to see you. She kind of just like pokes his arm a little bit. Are you actually here? You can wake up. Well, you're probably really tired, and you'd probably need to sleep. But it'd be nice. There's lots of people who would like to see you, talk to you again. Myself included.
He doesn't seem to respond.
She's gonna kind of like half climb in and like kind of like crawl closer to like his face, so she's kind of like up to like right up to his face. It's like, Nyx, if you're with him right now, just you can let him go. He's she's gonna like just like kind of look his.
As you say this, roll me another persuasion check.
I still got 3, not 20.
Okay. Nell uses another nat 20. All right. As you say this, you are face to face with him. His eyes slowly open. He looks at you. He has a dazed look about him. He seems not have total focus. He says, "No.
You're awake."
He has
He's gonna like cup his like her hand like to like his cheek.
So he has like his arm around the dinosaur. And then the other one raises and it gently touches the side of your face.
She can't hold back tears now. She's just full on ugly crying.
You see this like scarred hand. You can see that a lot of them are pretty old. There's some burn marks as well. You know that Grot has had a long and hard life of crime. And he gently wipes the tears from one side of your face. And he says, I don't like to see you cry.
I don't like seeing you practically dead all the time.
Are you all right?
Are you how do you feel?
See him kind of like shift around uncomfortably because he's still inside this wooden cradle and it kind of groans at the added weight of this dinosaur and you in the cradle, and he looks down at this creature. He jerks. He just seems to realize that what he's doing, he's holding this now. And he just like,
Oh, that's Pinecone. Just recently hatched earlier this evening.
And I think as he has this like knee-jerk reaction to try to distance himself from the dinosaur, anybody who happens to be looking or walking, you hear the commotion and you can hear his grunt of discomfort. As Nell is just on top of him in the cradle.
What's the timing of this, out of curiosity? Like, from Alaris having her little bow competition with Keela?
If you want to appear there now, you can.
Yeah, I think Alaris probably went to go grab a bite to eat after that romp with Keela. And she's probably in the kitchen right now and can maybe hear the...
Okay, this is what
rummaging.
happens, right? So, Alaris, you step out of your tent. Samara, you see Keela step out of Alaris's tent after her, and she's like stretching, and Alaris is going to the kitchen.
Samara doesn't care.
And then, Alaris, as you're about to make your way to the kitchen, you hear the commotion. And you look over to the cradle, and you can see Nell and Grot and the dinosaur all together.
I think Alaris will at first think she's imagining Grot moving or making any sort of noise, and she'll look at Nell very peculiarly. That's not a word. That's close enough to the word. Nell, did you fall?
I imagine like Nell just like automatically just kind of like tries to stand up and just kind of like stumbles out of the
Can I get a
cradle.
dex save from you? 11. It's definitely not graceful, but you managed to land on your feet.
Grot's awake.
What? And Alaris will hurry over. Not purposely maybe bumping into Nell, but she might have a little bit unintentionally.
As Nell like falls out, you can see him like trying to readjust, and he looks up at you and he kind of sinks back a little. He's like, "Hey, Alaris."
I think she will pull him up by his shirt, like the scuff of him, and be like, "Don't you ever fucking do that again!" And she will smack him.
Oh, fuck. And you just see like this pink mark right on his cheek where she smacks him. He's like, and he just kind of like grins at you. He's like, "It's good to be back."
Samara's probably running up at seeing Alaris grab him and be like, "What the fuck are you doing? He very obviously just he's alive, but you're smacking him. What are you doing?
If you ever die again, I will fucking kill you."
I think I'm gonna heal him a little bit since he's actually alive.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'll cast. Since this is before we went to bed, I'll cast Cure Wounds at 5th level.
All right,
Why not?
nice. Yeah, so 32 hit points. Holy shit. Yeah, you can see like vitality is restored. You see color go into his cheeks. Any of his remaining wounds, they definitely stitch up and they seem to fade away, touched by this healing magic. And he just like gently peels Alaris off of him. He's like, I'm so stiff. Ow. And he just like really awkwardly falls out of the cradle.
That's what happens when you have somebody lying on top of you inside a tiny thing like that.
Well,
Nell's just gonna like bright red, like her face is like
He like gets up and he just looks really uncomfortable. He's just like, so where are we?
Well, after you died and came back somehow, we brought this cradle with Calypsa, who saved you, to the moon door. Welcome.
Right. And then as you say welcome, I'll say like we do a montage of you explaining whatever you want to him and basically the rest of the night heading off. Is there anything Dawn, is there anything that you wanted to do before we move on after the rest?
No. No, I'm kind of just preparing my inventions to go into the underworld, I suppose.
Okay. Cool. How about you, Simus?
Simon should probably just be looking at the staff and thinking about all the things he doesn't know and probably wondering who he is,
If you
what's
wanna-
going on.
If you have any specific dead people you want to talk to, I can help you out with that. I know.
Not that I
you
can
know,
think. Well,
200 years ago, they probably everybody there is probably actually dead now. I guess, so if you wanted to talk to any of them.
yeah, I guess they all are dead, aren't they?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's
I forgot.
It's been a day.
I can imagine so, and I'll kind of like awkwardly pat him on the back.
On my back.
There's just an open hole in his back.
No, it's
Is
sealed
it a
over.
wound?
Okay.
Are you okay?
Okay.
Do I need to like? Do you need any ointment? Does it feel fine? Are you okay?
No, it's the best my back has felt in a long time. So that's
Probably because
boon.
there's no more staff. Oh, I checked it out, by the way. Wait, I told you this is the spine of Hades, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just make.
Which is
sure.
radical.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. You should probably rest though. Tomorrow, Underworld, you don't remember ever being there before. I don't think this is your first time, but sometimes the Underworld rubs people the wrong way. You know, maybe emotionally prepare to venture down. There's a lot of dead people.
Noted. Yeah.
Okay, you have 8 hours.
Thanks.
Samara, is there anything that you want to do?
Well, I very obviously fished those diamonds out for Simus because they are technically his. But Simus, do you mind? Is there possibly one that's worth 300 gold, just in case things get a little hairy?
Yeah, so there are 3 of them. They're each worth 300 gold each.
Okay. Do you?
Yes. I am very aware that these can be used for magical purposes.
I will give you the gold's worth. I don't mind.
You could use them.
You sure?
Yes.
You
I
seem
don't.
like you need some money.
I might need some money.
Yeah. I'll
You
take.
can have 2 of them. I just
Yeah.
need one. One
Yeah.
is surely enough to get me.
I'll take 2 and I'll
well
give
off
him
on my way.
600 gold.
Wow. It's generous. Thank you.
I mean, it's what the diamonds are worth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just be like, okay, good night, and then go.
Right.
Excellent. Okay. So we see 8 hours pass, and when the rest is over, we see that Avalon is not feeling well. And Avalon says that she cannot join you. She seems... I imagine that she would be pretty upset that she can't. But, yeah. So she just stays in her cave for this adventure. The group of you collect together.
Okay. Everybody's ready for the underworld? Did I tell you that's what we were doing? I found a way. Oh, Simus found a way. Well, we both. It was a collaborative thing, mostly me.
Well, I helped.
He produced the staff from his physical
And
form.
also the know how to make
Yeah,
the
I
portal.
had the idea.
Okay, guys, what are we doing?
Going to the underworld. We are going to the underworld.
Yep.
Are you ready? You have your bags packed. Underworld is kind of dark. You know, you ready for that? It's kind of cold, wet a little bit.
Can everybody see in the dark? Simus, you can't, can you?
You have a way to make light, right, Simus?
It's okay. Adon will hold your hand.
I have a tinderbox. Don't worry. I could do a torch.
No, I like Samara's idea better.
Yeah,
Probably
maybe
the
a
least of our
torch
worries.
because our position will be given away.
Oh, no, you're right.
So you should hold his hand.
You are right. I bet
I
I can actually modify these goggles a little bit to make them.
I can give him
I'll
dark
deal with
vision
that on
for
the
an
way.
hour. No, just like
Regardless of whether we can see in the dark or not, everybody ready besides that? I'm sure Simus will figure it out.
Give him
He's
dark
been
vision.
dead. I mean, he can walk in the dark.
Okay, right. Could I see the rock?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. I'll get the rock out of my bag and give it to him.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So this time when you touch the rock, you hold it in one hand and you have your staff in the other, and you can see an arc of green fire just erupting from the stone to the top of your staff, and it's like wiggling around. You feel the heat baking off of it.
Okay, yeah. I kind of hold the staff so that it's sort of pointing at the stone, and then I kind of like tap them, and I try to like draw sort of like, I guess, the attuning magics from the rock to the rod, and then I kind of point the rod and try and create a portal with the energy.
You see that the stone that you're holding, it begins to deteriorate in your hand, and about 50% of it just turns into ash as you're casting this. It seems like there's only so many times that you can do this, and as you do, you manage to make the portal form. Tell me what it looks like when you open a gateway to the realm of the dead.
Okay. Yeah. I point my rod, and the sort of like green fire kind of shoots like a beam at the ground, and then in the ground. So normally the portals that Simus would create are like parallel, sort of. You know, like they stand up, you walk through them like a door.
Mm-hmm.
But this one kind of rips open like a portal in the ground. And it's sort of like this unrefined, jagged kind of looking sort of portal way. Like it looks kind of like a big gaping maw kind of opens in the ground. And there's sort of like green fire kind of around the edges. Well, I guess that's the way in.
All right. If everyone's ready. And Adon
Yep.
just jumps in feet first.
Up.
Bottoms up. Because I don't know what that means.
Is everyone
Wow.
else jumping in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Simus, while you were casting this spell, there was a split second where you had a very strange sensation. You have two options. You are proficient in portal magic. You are able to tell pathways between places, and you get the sense that there's a door. There's a specific location that you can access that is guaranteed. Know that you can open this door, and when you make this portal into the underworld, it will go through that specific door. Or you can try to like guess, and you know the direction of the underworld, but it's not a specific point. It's almost as if a door or an empty hallway are your options. And in that split second while you're casting this spell, you just intuitively pick one. Which one do you pick?
I guess he'd probably pick the door if that seems more like stable.
Okay. Excellent. So I will assume that Simus is last. Is there anything you want to do or say as you hop in?
Well, if only Calibor could see me now. He jumps in.
All right. As you jump in, you all see something very, very different. You are torn between space and time, and you are ripped out of the reality of the material plane, and you manifest somewhere else. All of a sudden, you see a wide room, expansive in all directions. There's cold stone beneath you. It is illuminated only by green flame. And before you is a demon that is easily 67 feet tall. It has 3 eyes, one of which focuses directly on you. And it is holding this massive rod that ends with multiple whips. And at his feet is a tall desk and a man that is very visibly a demon. They are about 7 feet tall, and they are bound in chains to the throne. And before them is a large tome. You can tell that it is ancient. And as you're in this place, all of you suddenly get this uncomfortable crawling of your skin, pins and needles. And on an instinctual level, you know you're not supposed to be here. You feel goosebumps. Too cold. Too cramped. However, Dawn, Simus, and Nell, instead of feeling eerie danger, you feel a sense of wonder and curiosity. Almost like you're rediscovering something, a sensation of quiet interest that feels more inviting than frightening. Dawn, you recognize this place immediately, but Nell and Simus, you don't feel like you've been here before. I mean, you can't remember it, but it's like a sense of deja vu. You feel as if you've walked this place before. And in front of you, the Prince of Demons looks expectantly, almost as if the door was opened and you were invited.
Prince of Demons. Sorry to intrude, I suppose. We're not here to stay. Will that be all right?
Adon de la Terra. I knew you would be here again. And it seems that you brought your friends. This
Who will also not be staying.
Perhaps we shall see. I know why you are here, but I have exactly what you seek. However, see him raise one of his hands. The other is clasping this long black quill, holding it, suspending it right above the tome, ready to write something into it. Just paused and hanging. The other lifts up, and you see an orb of green fire manifest above his palm, and in it is a small flower. Nell, you instantly recognize this as the kiss of death. I cannot surrender the key to you without a bargain of equal value. However, I must warn you, the first nightmare left the key in my possession. I do not know why, but I expect they knew you were coming.
That's all right. We've dealt with the nightmares before. I'll give you this. I know you don't want to be here as much as we don't want to be here. You give us the key when we get our goddess back. How about we bust you out of here? Or at least out of those shackles.
You
don't have
are
to tell your boss.
the enemy of my enemy, and I am quite literally tied up. I will need something more immediate, however.
Anybody got anything immediate?
So, like, the camera pans away from Adon and the Prince of Demons, And you are all in the fucking underworld. You have never been here before, and it is terrifying. You look up and you just see like tiers and tiers of different layers all around you, and you see little imps literally chained to desks, and they seem to all be doing various kinds of paperwork. You hear snarling and cracking of bones. You hear wet, gushy, meaty sounds of things being slashed and whipped in the distance. This is not a nice place. It is terrifying. Your skin is crawling. And Adon is just very casually having this conversation.
Sorry, what was that, Adon?
Anybody have any immediate bargaining chip thing? I mean, Prince of Demons, I can't imagine you would be interested in. And I'll pull out like a very mediocre invention kind of thing that kind of doesn't work.
His gaze, his stormy gray gaze, shifts away from you and lands onto Samara. Samara A. Paulette, I have not written your name to my book of death. Not yet. You are a mystery to me. I know only what has been told to me by my agents. Do you have anything of equal bargain for me? I know you need this, and I need you to succeed.
The only thing I can offer right now is myself.
That's way more
That's
valuable,
a terrible
I think.
offer. Don't do that.
Yeah, I would rethink that one.
Don't. Why
I
would you
didn't
that?
say this is my offer. That's the only thing I can offer, though.
It is a viable one, if it is one you choose.
No.
In that case, if we're doing selves, then it should.
No.
You needed me for your army,
No,
right?
No. Nobody's offering
What?
themselves. You stop that, all of you, right now. No.
What do you have, Alaris? A fat raccoon?
I mean, I do, but I'm not offering him either. Alaris is going to pull out her hand mirror. The one that shows memories of the past of whoever you think of.
Oh.
And she will offer that, her one tie to Grot, essentially, from when she got his ring when he died and Samara brought him back.
So this muscular, mostly naked demon, wrapped in chains, just red skin, these enormous curling horns, this intense, chiseled face looking down at you, Alaris, just seems unmoved by this. That is not good enough.
That is all you're going to get. Do you want to be free from this place or not?
You don't seem to understand. This is not of my choice. If I could willingly give this to you, I would. There are powers here that are far beyond mine and far beyond yours. An equal trade must be made. And his eyes shift away from Alaris and onto Nell. Do you have anything?
Kind of look nervous. She kind of like looks at her feet. And she's gonna think deep down. She wants Nyx to give her that key.
Okay. So.
Go now. Go now. Go now.
Now, all this time, since you were chosen to be the Hand of Night, you have felt this thread, this intangible link to the goddess of night. You know that it is something that you can tap into. It is so fragile. You have been scared to even look at it, scared to even try. And you know that this is a way of utilizing your connection to her. That you are able to call upon her in a moment of dire need. You just instinctively know that you can only do this once. And as you reach out for it, you hear her voice.
Now, Honeywise, my hand of night, I am weak and I am far, but I will always take care of my children. What can I do for you, my child?
We need the demon prince to hand us that the last key, the kiss of death flower stone.
Okay. As you do, all of a sudden, Nell, beside the group of you, she crumples over. Nell, you feel exhausted. You feel like you're on the verge of collapsing, losing consciousness. You were gasping for air. Till I tell you, your cleric abilities are now disabled. All of a sudden, you feel the air in the room being sucked away from you, and in front of you manifests a being. I wish I had a token ready for this, so I'm just gonna have to pull one out of anywhere. Okay. Use your imagination here, alright? In front of you, you see a woman with long dark hair. She is robed in shadows. You see pinpoints of starlight glittering off of her hair, off of her skin. She is pale as bone, and her eyes are a deep, deep purple. She stares down Prince of Demons, and she says,
I surrender myself to you. I give you the last vestiges of my power.
and all of a sudden she just winks out of existence. And the key, no longer wreathed in fire, suddenly appears clutched in Nell's hand.
To sacrifice a goddess for the key.
Everyone else saw that, right?
What was that? Nell, was that?
Would
that you,
Samara
Nell?
and Alaris recognize that voice from their time in the pond?
Yeah, that's totally Nyx.
No.
No?
What just happened?
Who was that?
I don't feel so good.
I'm gonna pick up Nell.
John, that was Nyx.
I asked for her help.
Nyx. The got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Prince of Demons?
Yes.
That was not Prince of Demons. We gave you a goddess. You give us a key. Do you believe this to be fair?
a broken goddess.
But a goddess nonetheless.
Yes.
We'll be back, you know.
Your name was written once in the Book of the Dead. And so too you, Lordling. He looks over at Simus. I suspect it is only a matter of time before the two of you return.
Yeah, well, A long time.
It's okay.
Be warned. There is no rhyme or reason to the methods of the goddess of chaos. There is one thing you can expect. Her hunger is impossible to sate. She will always feed and will always want more. She removed my lord Hades and bound me to her will. I suspect that she might have tried to do the very same with you and your lady Hecate. So it seems that she failed in binding you.
Seems that way, doesn't it? So why is it that you remain here? Is what I'm wondering. We obviously avoided your same fate. Why is it that you couldn't?
I do not know.
Why don't you join us? We're obviously strong enough to
Hand
avoid the
just
chains.
gestures to the chains that are literally holding him to the chair. I am not here by choice.
But we're obviously strong enough to avoid those same shackles, no? I mean, we could try to get you out of here.
Is it you that avoided the shackles? Or is it that something worked in your favor?
I usually tend to notice that with life, it's a combination of both. I've been immortal for 5 years. I think I would know.
Is he a champion of Hades?
He stinks of divinity.
Yeah! Another champion! I'm trying to get him back!
Would you say that if you had more power, you could perhaps break free?
See a very small, wry smile cross his features. Perhaps.
The urge is so strong.
I just look at Alaris and Samara and Nell just like, do we want to do this?
Tell me, Prince of Demons, if you had the key, that key, this whole time, why didn't you try and use it?
He sighs and he says, I am bound here against my will. I cannot do beyond what I have been tasked. I've been tasked to hold the key, and I can only barter it for something of equal value. When the dead come, I write their name in the book of the dead. Those are my orders, and I must obey them.
Can I approach the Prince of Demons and his desk?
Yeah.
Can I make an insight check?
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
I want to take a closer look at the chains. Do they look like magical? Is he under some sort of spell, or is this a physical binding on
Both.
him?
You can just tell by looking at it. There's divine magic just radiating off of it. With an 11 insight, I mean, he's been pretty forthcoming. He's given you more information about the goddess of chaos without even being prompted.
This is true.
And he did say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Samara, this is a magical binding. Can you do anything about this? Dispel it any kind of way? You too, Simus, I suppose.
I could certainly look at it. Sir, excuse me.
Yeah,
I'm
so
trying
like
to-
the closer you get, you realize that like, oh, this guy's like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, can I inspect the chains?
Yeah,
Me too.
absolutely.
I wanna see if there's a way that I can break his binding without.
Feel free to
any
move your
sort of special
tokens
spell.
literally wherever you want. If you want to even go mess with that giant 70-foot tall demon, you could, but I'd advise
No.
We just get right in front of him.
That's okay.
sorry.
We start to slowly approach, like get all of his personal business.
Samara is sitting on his desk as she's like looking over these chains and
Oh my
everything.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry,
absolutely.
how high is the desk again?
So he's like 8 feet. So I mean, it'd be a tall desk, but you could climb on top of
I
it.
can, yeah. I just
Yeah,
climb on
Alaris
top.
is doing that, but she wants to look through his book.
Okay, so Alaris, as you're looking down at the table, you kick something, and it's a small orb, and you pick it up. Hold on, wait, let me make sure it's Alaris.
it's
Nope,
the
just
small.
kidding. It's not you. It's Adon.
Oh.
Adon.
Also, real quick, I'm gonna use my nat 20 on the investigation.
Okay,
So it's
perfect.
32 investigation.
So Alaris
Whoa, whoa.
knocks
Wait, I want to
something.
use mine at 22.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So Adon and Simus are both going to use their nat 20s. Alaris, you are up on the table and you're looking down. You actually kick something, and Adon, you manage to catch it before it shatters on the ground. Adon, you drew the sun card. You gain a wondrous item. It is a very specific item.
Okay.
You pick it up. It looks like a crystal sphere, and it has a clock on the inside of it. You'll have to spend some more time before you figure out what it is.
Yeah, just slip it in my bag for now.
Okay.
Or focused on the chains.
Just slowly stealing the prince's stuff. It's fine.
Yeah, it was on the ground,
Right in
so it was
front of
It's on
it.
stealing.
well, it wasn't quite on the ground yet. You caught it before it hit the ground.
Okay, so that's a nat 20 for Simus and Adon. As you are investigating, you see that these are definitely made by a god. In fact, Simus, you are pretty certain that this was made by a champion of Hephaestus.
These are.
And you know that
Wow.
there are multiple champions of Hephaestus, but there's only one that you've personally met.
Yeah. These look very well made. Very well made.
I'm gonna cast insight. I'm gonna roll insight on Simus right here.
Extremely well
Can
made.
What would you like to do, Samara?
Well, I want to see, because Simus is, a little stuttering mess.
Yeah.
That's just
So-
how he is all the
Not.
time.
Simus
Come
is
on.
just being Simus.
That's
Yeah.
just him.
Okay, so let me back up a little bit. Alaris, you're looking down at the book, and it is just names. Names and names and names. You see that his right hand is just hovering over the next line, waiting to write down a name. These names don't mean anything to you, but just something in your soul tells you that this is deadly, this is fatal, this is the end of many tales. This is where people truly die. It is the Book of the Dead. With that 15 and 12 insight, I mean, Simus has always been a little nervous and it's kind of hard to tell, but I mean, maybe he's telling the truth, probably.
We ought to try not to be really tough to break these. They're made by someone very, not only powerfully magical, but in just the make of these chains themselves are almost impeccable.
Quite
Yeah,
fond
so
of
we
this
have
chain,
to-
Simus.
We have to get him out another way. No, without breaking the chains. Prince of Demons, what's your name?
I am Prince of Demons. I cannot
Okay.
tell you my true name.
Samara, you want to hit him with that zone of truth? I know you like to use that. I
We're
need
just all
to know
asking
his
you
name.
for it now
Yeah,
instead of you
it's
choosing to use it.
You're just like, can you use this really quick?
Can
Yeah,
you
seriously.
appreciate it? Just-
And I'm just like, damn, guys, what do you want me
He
to
frowns and he says, "If you possess my name, then I will have no free will. I will become your slave." Please do not do this to me.
I have an idea, but it makes sense you would not trust me. Do you mind if I scoot in to like the Prince of Demons and I fish for a pen in my bag? I'm gonna try to write in his book.
Okay. He looks
If I get close to the
alarmed.
pen.
So, like, as you're kind of, like, moving in closer, like, maybe even, like, crawling into his lap or, like, touching his arms or whatever, like, it seems like, I'm not saying that you are, but if you did, it seems like he literally cannot move beyond, like, these very restricted movements of, like, writing something in the book, perhaps, and, like, lifting his other arm.
DM.
Yes.
So, I do want to cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, "What are you not telling us?" And then look over at Simus.
Ooh, okay. So go ahead and put the spell card into the chat for us. Okay. You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius centered on a point within your choice. Okay, charisma saving throws. So this is literally everybody is going to be in this thing. You can choose to fail if you want. Let me pull up his
I think I
character.
choose to fail. I already rolled though. I will fail anyways.
Yeah, you did fail.
Yeah, I've imagined I'm not very charismatic.
Bah.
Okay.
Ah.
What is the DC for this?
Simus saved.
What about the Chain Devil? What about the Prince of
The
Demons?
DC is 17,
Okay.
Oh, nice.
so Chain Devil did not.
All right.
Demon Daddy, gotta tell us the truth.
Yes.
However,
Okay.
my eyes are still burning into Simus.
Okay.
These chains look in a way familiar. I don't know who would have made these chains per se, but I know who can unmake them. Possibly.
You sound like you're talking out of your ass.
No, really. It seemed Calibor has made chains like these before. I think he can unmake these.
I
Yeah.
told you he was mean.
Well, why don't we just summon him
Well,
here
hold
by
on,
saying
we
his
don't know
name 3
Calibor
times?
made these chains.
You say his name 3 times?
I do. As soon
Oh,
as
no!
Alaris says that,
Like, we may as well test it.
that doesn't actually work, right?
I don't
So
know.
let's find out.
Does now. Oh shit.
Nothing happens.
Ugh.
See, doesn't work. Dryads are on something else. Well,
would
if
be
you
too
will
easy.
excuse me, Prince of Demons, and then I will get into like the Book of Death or whatever.
Mhm.
And EJ doesn't remember, but Adon would remember. The goddess of chaos, her name is Eris. Eros?
Eris. E-R-I-S.
I'm going to write her name down in the Book of Death.
Okay. So as you reach for the book, the quill in his hand stabs into your hand, and it stabs your hand to the book.
Oh.
Ouch.
And you didn't want to say anything to me? Just gonna let me do this?
God, you
Take it out, please.
you have to be in his lap in order to reach
I am.
this.
I fully am. You can take it out now. I get the message.
Do not test my patience. I am trying to help you. He pulls it out, and you take
And you.
4 piercing damage.
Primus,
Mm-hmm.
knowing the make of these chains and the power you felt when you consumed a key, what percentage do you believe that this Prince of Demons could potentially break free of his chains should we allow him to consume a key?
Well, I know that these chains are very precise. I know that at least if these chains are like the chains I've seen before, that they can only be broken by very specific sort of magics. I suppose if there's enough power, possibly. I've never seen it though, but it has to be undone. It can't just be broken. If that makes sense.
What if
Would
we
you say it
kill
needs to be
him and retrieve his
unbound?
soul from elsewhere?
I should have said that. Yes. I meant unbound.
Missed opportunity.
Oh,
Simus.
They said
If
the
we-
word.
no, they said the word. Everybody take a drink.
If we can't break the chains that are on him, why don't we kill him? Try to retrieve his soul from elsewhere.
I would.
Or we
prefer
could
if
leave
you
him
don't do that.
until we unlock our goddess, and maybe she can help him out.
I don't know how. I don't.
I
like
could
to talk about
Maybe
this.
try
in
and
front
find
of other
Calibor.
people, but,
Maybe he would know.
No.
We don't have enough champions for keys. I
I
kind
know.
of trust this Prince of Demons guy.
I trust him more than I trust Calibor.
I don't know that I trust
Significantly.
either of them all that much.
More than
Yeah, I
Calibor.
don't trust either of them that much.
So our options are Mathea, Grot's, fling. Wait, no, is she down
We
here?
know that? No, she's
Didn't
not.
you say you found her down here, Adon?
I did. I don't
She
know
is
where she
not
I don't
here.
sense her presence here.
What?
She has been removed from the Book of the Dead.
Like erase, you could just
You could
erase.
just, like,
them,
take your
be
name
closed.
out of
This
the
isn't
Book of
an
the Dead?
eraser.
It doesn't work like that.
She made a deal.
Just like select all and hit delete? Like, I don't.
Okay. How long ago did
He
was
looks so
released?
We're
helpless.
the
Nice, you
worst.
kind of try to move away when I talk to them or get this close, but this is nice. You're kind of stuck here, huh?
For the rest of eternity.
Well,
am bound.
until we fix the situation. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. 5 years, maybe, maximum.
I hope so.
Regardless, how long has Mathea been gone?
Time works differently down here.
Okay. How about immortal time?
Perhaps a month?
That is a long time. Okay. Any other champions been through here
Yes, actually.
besides me?
Has
Thraxia.
Calibor been down here?
Thraxia's
Well-
dead. Next.
Yes, we are in the underworld, Adon. Of course.
Yeah, but we need to
Thraxia's
get them
been down
back,
here.
but we don't want to bring her back, you know?
The
Dead
nightmares.
people that I like.
Nightmares have been through here.
They
were-
champions?
Yes, they serve the goddess of chaos.
Oh, yeah. Could have put two and two together.
And then he
The-
lists off a few that are really important, but maybe not to our story.
Okay. Any that would be allies to us is what I'm looking for here.
Calibor has been here, yes.
As a dead person or as a visitor like we are?
To my knowledge, Calibor has never been slain.
Oh,
Can I ask you a quick question, Prince of Demons?
Yes.
Top of
How
the
long
million
ago
other
was
ones
this
we've
guy
asked.
in here? And I motioned to Simus. How long ago was this guy down here? Who got him out?
I think I've been down here before.
Sorry. What, he looks over to Simus and says, it has been about 200 years.
Call it. Man. I write it down into my notebook.
I am surprised to see that you are here. Calibor went through great lengths to buy your freedom.
Really? Why mine?
I know better than to question Calibor. He is an elusive man.
Well, I'd agree with that one. Is there is there anything else you know about me?
You were swallowed by the ocean, slain at the hand of storm giants. You died a young man. You were brought back. Calibor paid a great price for you. I think he would be very displeased to know you are here.
Well, I mean, I don't plan on staying.
And the staff in his back. Was that also from the storm giant altercation from down in the underworld? Is that a separate thing?
Tilts his head and looks at the staff. It is curious to see you with that. The spine of Hades has not been seen in millennia.
So you know of this. What is it?
It is a weapon made by my god. It must have been stolen.
Made by a god, strong enough to break the chains of a champion. No, that's how the power hierarchy usually works.
I mean, maybe I could give it a shot. I can try. If what you say is true. And yeah, Cyrus is gonna hold up his staff and try to sort of. So when he holds up the staff, I guess no one would notice this, but he does like imitate Calibor's like physicality in like casting this sort of magics, and he's gonna try and break the chains through like these incantations and channeling through the rod, as he's seen Calibor sort of channel his higher magical abilities before.
Mm-hmm.
Guidance.
Wait, do you
Plus a D4.
Do you slap him on the butt?
No. I'm just gonna give him a tap. I'm gonna give him a little tap on the shoulder and be like, "You seem a little shaky."
A fine sea mist brushes over you. Okay, roll me an Arcana check.
Ooh, I should have saved that 20.
Oh god.
No, you only had one. 24.
Oh,
Go ahead and
dang.
roll that 1d4 from guidance.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, 25. Okay. Yeah. So you try to cast this spell of banishment on these chains. Tell me what this looks like as you cast this.
I think he would channel what, like, he would start to cast a spell that he in the sort of way that he cast spells before, and channeling to the rod, and then sort of realizing that there's now like sort of like a deeper reservoir of power within him, and with the rod he would like continue to channel in a way. So like at first it would seem like he's under control, and then as it sort of continues, it sort of like becomes a little bit more like haywire, I guess, or like uncontrolled, just like raw magical energy that he would try and just focus on.
Absolutely. In fact, as you're casting this spell, you just feel your power draining to your hands. It's almost as if all of your willpower, all of your energy, all of your fire and passion is just being sucked into your hands and channeled through these devices. You feel the spine of Hades beginning to crack under your hand from the exertion of this. And you can feel the splinters of it pressing into your palm, and we see blood beginning to run down your arms from your palms from the injury of this, and it is burning hot. You feel the flames within the core of this beginning to sear your flesh, and you can even hear your skin beginning to boil. As you cast this, chains break. The Prince of Demons stands up and shoves Adon off of his lap.
Oops.
Time to run, right? Time to run?
Uh, uh, yeah. Okay.
We're all
He's
just
so
like,
much bigger than me. I'll grab him by like one finger. Like my
Are we
whole hand
cool?
is grabbing
Oh,
onto one finger. I think
I
it's
said
time to
teleport. You said hi.
Are you taking the Prince of Demons with you?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were running away from him. Is he
no,
good?
no, we want him
Is
as
he
a friend.
cool?
We want him to come with us. We're running away.
We're saving him.
The tall demon behind us with the green eye.
Oh, is the demon? Is that guy back? What is he doing?
I don't know, but he's scary.
Yeah.
He's big.
So
This guy.
the big demon in the back, this big guy here, you see him lift up this rod of many whips.
Run,
He's
run,
about
run,
to
run, run.
bring it down on the desk. You hear a monstrous.
Oh,
I have no idea what that sounds like. I hope that sounds scary.
Scary.
you
And
won.
Yeah.
The Prince of Demons swipes up the Book of the Dead and begins to run towards the center of the room. You all start running over this way.
I'm sorry, is
No.
Adon still holding his
I'm
weapon?
holding his finger.
Fantastic.
No, I scoop her up.
Okay.
Simus is gonna throw open a portal over here. So everyone can just like run in and get out.
Okay. Describe to me what this looks like as you're doing it in a panic.
So he would
Both of the devices are
throw-
gonna break.
yeah,
Stone
he's gonna-
and the staff are gonna just disintegrate when you do this.
Oh crap. He's gonna do it sort of in the way that he knows how. But with the stone and the staff, it opens up in the same way as before, like a maw kind of opening up in the ground. And it's like it's like that, but like kind of like more haywire, more like it sort of like phases in and out. Like it seems like it's a little bit like the portal is a little freaking out a little bit, as Simus is trying his hardest to keep it open as all this is going on. Yeah.
Wait, who has the rock? Who has the key?
Mel has the key.
Okay, cool. I got the key.
You're just holding Nell.
I got the key.
You're like, I got the key. All right. So you all rush into the portal. Noom, noom, noom. Screen fades to black. Some nights, when you dream, you remember your home. Garden of wonder, filled with twisted trees entwined with moonbeams, shadowed ponds kissed by starlight, and long lavender fields where your queen's hounds would chase polecats. Grove of Hecate was a sacred place, a sanctuary in the tumultuous and untamed realm of the plane of magic. You remember this moment very clearly. It is burned into your heart and your mind. You remember seeing the sky suddenly break open, flashes of ruby-colored lightning crackling violently against the calm and welcoming darkness of your world. It crunches like glass, splitting boundaries, wards, realities. That feeling, it began as a pinpoint of pressure in your core, the sudden sinking of a weight that something was wrong. You touched the threads of magic around you and pulled, reaching for your goddess. But you realize Hecate is not here. Where did she go? What is happening? Something bleeds in, staining these sacred fields. Panic sets in. In the end, all you see is red. This dream has visited you time and time again. You remember it now. You all reappear in the moon door. However, is not the same. Simus's portal takes you back to the moon door. But instead of perpetual darkness, it is a light. There is fire. Fire in all directions. And you see standing beside you, Avalon, weapon drawn. And where the moon door had been, you see instead 4 nightmares. Curled up in thrones, waiting. And that's where we're going to end our session for today. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be such a huge fight scene. Holy. Nell and I are gonna fuck some people up with inflict wounds.
I can't.
Nell doesn't have any of her cleric powers right now.
Just wait. She'll probably get it like mid-battle.
Please hold.
I protect.
Please hold.
I'm the football with I'm the quarterback with the football.
But we have the Prince of Demons. We have the Prince of Demons.
Give Demon Daddy the key and send him after them while he's in full primordial
You take care of it.
Easy.
If he likes us, I don't know if he
Problem
likes
solved.
us.
I mean, we have other magic.
Is he that big? How big was he? Is he bigger?
Oh, he's giant, bro. What the hell?
Big.
Oh!
I don't think he was that big.
No, you said he was like 8 feet tall?
Something like that.
Like,
Perfect.
It's like Avalon. A little bigger than Avalon.
Yeah. Damn.
Dang, we really got Demon Daddy up in here. Gee.
Ooh, yes. Sheesh. Yeah. So, shit's gonna get fucking real next time. Hope you can tune in next time at 9 p.m. Eastern time to see what's gonna happen. The moon door has been invaded, so it would seem. That's for next time. For the rest of tonight, we're gonna go around and tell you who we are, where you can find us, and what our favorite part of tonight's session was. And we're gonna start with the Lady May.
Hi, I'm May. I can be found on the internet as the Lady May. Most often here on Stella's channel. Tomorrow, Thirsty Sword Lesbians mini marathon is the first game at 2.
It is.
So there's the first game's at 2, and then I'm the one in the 5:30. That should be lots of fun. And oh boy, so many things. So many things. I think I just all of the awkwardness of Adon. This whole episode.
It's very good. The link to May's Twitter and Twitch are there in the chat, and also the link to our Thirsty Sword Lesbians marathon. You can find more information there as well. I will be DMing the one that May is in, so it's gonna be real fun. Yes. Thank you so much. Next we have Giggly.
Hi guys, I'm Giggly. You can find me here on Twitch at GigglyDendroLigus or on Twitter at GigglyDendro. Yeah, we're currently in the middle of a BioShock 2 playthrough, so it's been a lot of fun. My favorite part was probably just the whole Adon Simus dynamic. Both so awkward, and it's just so much fun to watch you guys.
Yeah,
God,
thank you so
painful, but
much.
So cute.
Also,
Yeah.
like, oh, you
I
can't
love
see in the
Simon
dark.
so much.
Adon, you should hold his hand.
Oh,
And Nell's like, I can give him dark
We're like,
vision.
Oh man.
Oh, thank you. Dungeon Dame.
Hi, that's me. I'm Dungeon Dame. You can find me out and about at Dungeon_Dame on Twitter, Instagram, here. Most of the time I'm here playing on Stella's channel. Every other Sunday, you can find me over on Mid-Level Crisis Live. I play another D&D game over there. And my favorite part of the session is, I mean, obviously Adon stole the show this session. You guys you and Simus both just killed it.
I'm so glad Nikki came back for Simus.
Oh,
Man.
so
It's
good.
fun.
I had so much fun.
I think my favorite part, though, of the session was Adon not so gently telling Simus he was dead.
Oh my god.
Oh, I
So
forgot
funny.
this was gonna be surprising for you.
Yes,
Oh, is this a thing for you?
Yeah.
You've
You've been dead
always
before?
been dead, or
And then her clothes all disappear.
Yep. And then the clothes melted off.
Yep.
And I was like, this is fine. This is totally fine and normal.
Oh my gosh. Next we have EJ.
Hi, I'm EJ. You can find me on Twitter at emeanly, also here and on the Monty Halls channel at That's One Big Egg. I play with them on Wednesday, every other Wednesday. And shoot, my favorite part of tonight, it's so fun to play a Don, dude. I love just being completely insensitive, but also just kind of like, oops. So I loved all the Adon Simus interactions, cute little like awkward romance maybe, but also the demon jailbreak was so fun. I was like, hey Stella, you were ready for him to get broken out this session, right?
Oh my god. As soon as y'all were like, oh, we can give him a key, I was like, fuck.
Oh, he's a champion, you say?
Now you have to make a fucking stat sheet.
I was
for him
like,
so he can fight with
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
This is what you're telling us by saying his god is Hades?
Thank you.
It's
so
like,
much for
yep,
being such a
yep.
wonderful and flexible DM.
Oh my god. Hey, the whole point of playing tabletop is to make stories with other people, right? Like, if I wanted to tell my story like the way that I wrote it down in my notes, I would write a novel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right? So this is exactly what it's made for, and I'm so thankful that y'all just love it so much that you want to do crazy shit like fucking break the Prince of Demons out of hell. All right,
Right
cool,
in
let's
front
go.
of the 70-foot tall supervisor.
I know, he's like, "Arr."
Yeah.
Oh my god, fantastic. Thank you, thank you. Yes, of course he was hot. So hot. He's naked.
Damn near.
Is he fully naked? Did
Well,
he pull the ruin
Is
card?
No, he has like, you know, convenient like chitinous, like, you know, things covering convenient places, like little nip covers and
Does that mean he looks like a Ken doll? Thank
I don't know, were you looking? Investigation check, please?
Well, Don was on his
I got a
map,
32
so-
on investigation.
Well, I mean, you'll be able to check him out all you want in this battle that we're gonna be having next time. Let me just say that. Okay, but is he? Yes, he's hot. He's hot. He's hot. All right. Oh my god. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. That was Unbound. If you want to win my undying love, please check out our YouTube, hit the subscribe button, help us grow our YouTube, and check out the videos on there if you want. Most recent one uploaded was episode 5, which is the one that introduces Nell to the party for the very first time. And yeah, I'm really excited to get the YouTube up and running. My favorite part of today, I'm gonna be totally honest, it's not gonna be as like cute and as exciting as what everyone else has said. I have in my notes, egg hatching. It's a fucking ankylosaurus. I was really excited. I was like looking through the list of stuff and I was like, oh shit. I keep forgetting the egg is a thing. Let me just hatch it. So hatch the egg.
Egg.
Excited for
A unique
Pine
pine cone.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Such a good name.
Perfect. Oh my god.
Nick, what was your favorite part of the episode?
Oh fuck. I am so sorry. Oh my
Wait, before we say bye.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I purposefully like leave you at the end so that you can like, you know, talk. Okay, before we do that, Bravo is part of our game. Unfortunately not available today. You can check her out at the Monty Hall and twitter.com/BRRRRRAVO. And then our wonderful, super handsome, super talented, fucking hilarious Nick Kibbles. I'm so
I
sorry.
literally am here just to play D&D. You guys are so much fun. I love being here. So you can find me over at the Monty Hall. My name's Nick. Cassie's here every week plugging us. So I don't go over the Monty Hall, twitch.tv. We go play D&D and whatever video game we're kind of feeling. It's really loosey-goosey over there. We kind of just have a good time. My favorite part of the session, I think it was the Simus and Adon scene at the beginning. That was so much fun.
That was so
That was so
fun,
good.
dude.
I loved that.
Oh.
That was so good.
I loved
I
how
love being. Yeah.
I was like, Simus, your hand accidentally touches Adon's hand.
I love it so
Oh,
much.
so
It's
good.
such like a cute little like awkward
It's so fun.
thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Just two awkward, just
Yeah.
little sweethearts. It's so much fun.
I love them just like him eating his sandwich and Adon just like
Oh, wait,
watching
Adon is
him.
just
Oh
there.
wait.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, the little ghost just poking your back, and Adon's like, "Go away."
Yeah. Oh my god, wait. The dryad on Simus, I loved that. That was
Oh,
so
that was
funny.
so
I was like, that's
yeah,
not right.
that was really good.
Go away, that's not
That's
right.
wrong.
And then you tried it. You ended up trying it. That was so good.
Classic.
Oh my gosh.
Fun.
Bananas
Holy
and
crap.
ham.
Oh,
Bananas and ham.
fantastic. Oh
Perfect
my
for a
god.
corpse.
Potassium and iron, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, everyone. If you want to see more from me, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we're doing our Thirsty Sword Lesbians Marathon. I'll be a player in the first one. Our GM is Emma Panada. And One Away Robot, our dear friend, is going to be a Thirsty Sword Lesbian with me. And you can...
So good.
Oh god, it's gonna be so good.
It's going to be so good. And then at 5:30 p.m., I will be the GM, and the Lady May will be Thirsty Sword Lesbian with me. It's going to be great. I can't wait. I hope that you can join us. But otherwise, we'll see you on Friday next week. Bye-bye, everybody!
Bye.
Bye.